Hey, buddy, are you marshaling in the HB hoodie? I guess walked off. I'd missed the marshal right here at the exit of the lander of the triple. Right by the front straightaway. He's got it. He's coming. He's got it, Davey. He's got it. All right, you guys, 3 of you going to transfer up into the D final. Here we go. Racers ready. Marshall's ready. Everybody's going on the tone here in less than 5. It is Sportsman e-buggy E-main. LJ Lawrence led him off on the tone here. 3 of you going to transfer up. It's a 5-minute final. Race number 2. Intermediate Nitro Buggy C-main. You're coming up next. Here they come over here on the right-hand side of the track, leading here on lap number 1. Down the front straightaway. Let's see who would be across the line. I think that's Killian Dillmore. Yes, it is. Killian Dillmore out in front. Michael Almond in at number 2. LJ in at number 3. And final bump spot. Addison Keaton right there in the 4. Killian Dillmore with the 1.6-second lead last time by the line. Killian working inside double now. Around the horseshoe turn he goes.
4 minutes left.
Working the back section of the track, having a little bit of trouble. That's going to allow Almond to close up right on his back bumper here. Killian coming across the roller. Right-hand side of the track. Going to be looking to transfer up into the D-main. Down the front straightaway he goes. Got Michael Almond right there on his back bumper. Who's this going to be running in that number 3 and final bump spot? Here they come on the front straightaway. That's going to be LJ Lawrence still in that 3 spot. Addison Keaton still working into 4. Here she comes down the front straightaway. 1:30 down, 3:30 left to go. Sportsman e-buggy E-main out on the track. Race number 1. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Derek. Race 2. Get them ready. Race 2, get them ready. We will stop after 14. Killian Dillmore, last time by the line, had a 4/10 of a second lead here up on Michael Almond. Here they come over here on the back or the front straightaway now. Cross that start-finish line for Killian. Still holding on to the top spot. Looks like Michael Almond giving up a little bit of time here, looking for him to come back to the line. There he is coming to the line now, 7 seconds back of the 1. LJ Lawrence still holding on to that number 3 and final bump spot as we're closing in on halfway with 2:30 down, 2:30 left to go. Killian Dillmore with the race lead. Michael Almond working at 2. LJ Lawrence into number 3. Travis Deason holding on to 5. Joe into number 6. Andrew into 7. Robbie Lynn in the 8. Jalen Weatherholt into 9. Matthew Bloomfield into 10. Johnny into 11. George Pride 12. Michael Goldberg 13. You're 2:40 down, 2:20 left to go. We will stop, guys, after race number 14. We will complete 14 tonight. Just over 2 minutes left to go. Killian Dillmore has now opened up a 7-second lead on the field. Thank you, man. Thank you. 1:30 left to go. Killian Dillmore right now with a 7-second lead up on Michael Almond, who's working in that number 2 spot. Almond now 6.3 seconds back. LJ Lawrence in that number 3 and final transfer position. Addison Keaton in the 4. She's 7.7 seconds back of the transfer spot. 90 seconds left to go. Race number 2. You're on deck. Race 2 on deck. There. That's 8. 9, 20.
1 minute left.
That's 10 o'clock. 45 seconds left to go. Killian Dillmore right now with that race lead. 10 seconds up on Michael Almond, who's in at number 2. LJ Lawrence into number 3. 11.4 seconds back into 2. Addison Keaton holding on to that number 4. Joe in the 5. Goldberg into number 6. Bloomfield 7.
30 seconds left.
30. That's 10. 11.
15 seconds left.
Alrighty, guys, race clock has expired. Keep going here.
Matthew
Call,
Bloomfield
computer call,
done.
you done? 30.
Kevin Peterson done. Andrew Alfano done.
LJ Lawrence going
done.
to come across line. He's going to take that number 3 and final bump spot.
Addison Keaton done. Mike S. Soangson done. Jalen Weatherholt done. George Spry done. Johnny Sack done. Killian Dealmore done. Joe Filippo done. Robert Lynn done.
Waiting on Michael Almond to come back to the line. Waiting on Michael Almond.
Michael Goldberg done.
Waiting on Michael Almond. And there we go. That's our
Michael
final bump
Almond
spot
done.
coming across line. Killian Dillmore, Michael Almond, LJ Lawrence going into the D main. All right, you guys, put your cards down. Coming out and grab you a turn marshal spot. You're going into race 5, guys. Race 5. Make sure you get those cards ready. Race 5.
All right, well done to Killian, taking that win and that bump up. 3 will bump up to that next final. Good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the 2024 Fall Brawl. This is the 23rd iteration of this race. And if you guys are joining in, and we are going to check out some lower finals. We're going up to race 14. Up first is our first Nitro Buggy final. We got CJ Serrano, Brian DeRosa, Derek Harris, Garrett McCutcheon, Quincy Atkins, Gary Banks, Gerald Crawley, and Jacob Hartman. 43 people watch. Let's give them all a like. Absolutely. I agree with you, Brad. We want to thank everybody that supported us and all the winners in our giveaways today. Thank you guys for the support. We greatly appreciate it. And we hope you enjoy your prizes that you won. 2 Sparkos. Got 2 Sparkos. We gave away the Techno to Mr. Cottle. He came up and got it. I think Danny got a picture of him. And, yeah, we're having fun here. It's temperatures are dropping. It's about, Danny's probably got his heater on now. 41 degrees right now. I'm about to close the door here onto the trailer and maybe turn on my heater too because it's starting to get a little bit brisk outside. All right, so CJ Serrano will start on 1, followed by Brian DeRochas on 2, Derek Harris in 3rd, Garrett McCutcheon 4th, Quincy Atkins in 5th, Gary Banks in 6th, Gerald Crawley in 7th, and no start from Jacob Hartman, it looks like. Which one did he pick? Sorry, which one? He picked the e-truggy, 2.2 e-truggy. So we got a Nitro Buggy and an e-buggy left. Lance is going to do a waffle here on site for the racers, and then we're going to do another online one as well tomorrow. So whatever's left will be available to the online crowd tomorrow. And thank you all for that support. We greatly appreciate it. As you get started ready for our first Nitro Buggy main, it is the Intermediate Nitro Buggy C main. 3 will bump up and continue on their racing glory and hopefully race tomorrow. No, they probably race. They might race tonight. As we get ready to go. First Nitro final here at the 2024 Fall Brawl. Brad says that's a truck ass one. I knew that truck was going to go first because it's a hot commodity right now. And they're off. And out front is CJ Serrano rocking the black wheels, blue, white paint job, black wing, Kyosho. Behind him is Brian DeRochas. He's hanging over there. Oh, no. Oh, he gets back on all 4s. But that's going to allow DeRochas and Derek Harris by. 3 will bump up, remember. 3 bump up to the next final. I say this countless times. They just need to work together, not against each other. Thank you all for tuning in. Jerry Strait, wife didn't make me go when I handed her the keys and $250 for a small shopping spree. Oh, he bought some freedom to watch RC racing. Nice. Over that big double they go. I think that's going to be Garrett McCutcheon. Nope, sorry, that's going to be Brian. Excuse me. I think this is Garrett McCutcheon. Yep, that's him. He's currently out front. That gap is going to be quite huge as he comes across the line. He just threw down a 38-8. And who will be in second and third? CJ Serrano comes by. Brian DeRochers. CJ Serrano 6.3 seconds back. Brian DeRochers 1.9 back of him. And Quincy Atkins 1.4. So we have a battle for the bump spot brewing. Oh, and there we go. McCutcheon getting it wrong. That should bunch these guys back up. I think that's Serrano just coming into shot. So let's just hang back, Danny. There's Serrano. He's going to try and chase down McCutcheon, but let's drop back. There's a battle brewing between DeRochers and Quincy Atkins. All right, so can we just drop back, Patrick? Let's pick up Quincy Atkins and DeRochers. They're embroiled into a bump-up battle with 7 minutes and 57 seconds left to go. And there we go. Oh, no. And just as we put him on camera, Quincy Atkins' car flames out. And they are hustling back to start and back up. And, oh, no, that's going to end Quincy Atkins' campaign. Cam Hamill, there's Grubbs, there's Vanderham trying to get it going. And that Sparko just sparked out. Probably too rich, maybe too lean, not sure. Oh, no. Unfortunate for Quincy. Garrett McCutcheon's happy. Brian DeRocher's happy. That's one less fast guy they got to worry about. Gary Banks now moves up into that fourth spot. Can he do something to chase down Brian DeRocher's? We're going to wait till timing gets all sorted out. There is McCutcheon. He's still out front by 2.2 seconds. On CJ, there's CJ. That gap is a lot closer now. There's Quincy Atkins, but he's down. And DeRocher, so 1, 2, and 3 are bunched right up. And they've kind of pulled away from Gary Banks a little bit, it looks like. 6:49 left to go. 6:49 left to go in our first 10-minute Nitro Buggy final. Intermediate Nitro Buggy, C final. And DeRochers comes by, and that was a 39 flat for him. Gary Banks is quite far back. It was 13 seconds last time round, so DeRochers has some sort of cushion between him and fourth. We'll have to see. Some of these guys will be coming in for pits, I'm sure. And there is McCutcheon maneuvering that Nitro Buggy through that rough section. As you can see, all naturally formed. They just left it dirt, loose dirt there, and the cars formed all those bumps and jumps. And we're following our leader, Mr. Garrett McCutcheon. We'll follow in him and see if he comes in for some fuel. Oh, cases that jump. It is, temperatures are dropping. And that means this plastic starts to get a little more brittle. And that's when we might see unexpected breaks, wheels snapping, arms snapping, wings snapping. But we're still, probably when we get down to those low 30s, into the 20s, that's when we start seeing that type of stuff. But you never know. And there we see McCutcheon in for fuel. A very good impression of Danny Paz. Ken Rand doing the pitting for McCutcheon. It's a techno car. Ooh, they're making a quick tune. Oh, he needs a screw. He needs a light on that. Yeah, there we go. Danny Paz would be so excited right now. Pit, 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 Lefty. What up, Kevin Mendez? Good evening to you, man. Hope you're enjoying some warmth right now. Probably been working all day. Or probably still at work. 5:47. It's probably just as cold up there as it is here. All right, so we're on with our leader, Garrett McCutcheon. CJ Serrano is 7 seconds back him. Brian DeRocher is 16.7. Derek Harris is 11 seconds out from that bump spot. Gary Banks, Quincy Atkins, Gerald Crawley in 7th. You guys are watching our first intermediate Nitro Buggy final. Our first Nitro Buggy. Oh, McCutcheon getting it wrong. There's CJ right behind him, so that battle for first is starting to heat up. CJ in that blue and white car from, he's from the Northeast. I want to say maybe New Jersey, New York, not sure. McCutcheon. Oh, thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Got some vittles dropped off to me. Thank you, Mr. Harris. Mike Harris dropping me off some supper. Let's see what we got here. All right. McCutcheon getting a little sparky as he clears that double. Oh, in that back section underneath our camera hut. Oh, there with Patrick Rossiter on the camera. Kevin says, I'm home now, enjoying your commentary. Thank you. It's 22 degrees outside. I had enough outside today. Yeah, man. I have honestly never lived in a cold environment, and this is, it's pretty much been cold for 3 weeks for me, and that's the longest I've ever been in that type of environment. So, and there's McCutcheon. He's pulled that lead back out to 17 seconds. So no real battles going on, unfortunately, here. Derek Harris is 16 seconds out of that bump spot. DeRocher is 4.5 seconds back of CJ. So we might have a battle brewing for second. As you see, everybody's starting to bundle back up again as temperatures drop. And ooh, that's what makes it, you know, you have racing in the heat, which brings out hot tempers. And then you have racing in the cold, which also brings out hot tempers. 70 people watching. Don't forget to smash that like button, everybody. Help us help you. As these temperatures drop, these guys are searching for more traction. Yep, the engines are richening up. So you're seeing a few guys coming in for some quick tunes, lean it out a bit. Making some on-the-fly tunage. There's the battle for second. There's that blue and the orange car, the Roshos, who just crashed. Chasing down CJ Serrano. Up next after this is the Sportsman e-truggy C final. We're going to race 14. We should be running to about 10 o'clock tonight. Yeah, we're going to have to get some food. It might be just some food at the camper and sleep. OG Nitro Racing's, how's the weather left? A little chilly here in the north. It's chilly here too, but oh no. That's CJ Serrano getting that turn marshal attention. It's now not as chilly as it was yesterday, but it's 40 degrees outside. Probably more like 39 right now. And it was cold. It was a cold night last night. For me. But today, this is second and third. That is the blue and white of CJ Serrano with the black wheels, and right behind him is Brian DeRochers. But Quincy Atkins is 9.8 seconds back with 39, so he needs a break in order to catch these guys up and bump up. The top three will bump up. So he needs some intervention by the RC gods. But don't think that's going to happen for Quincy. Well, right now we're watching Eric as he comes across the line. He's got 14 seconds. This will be their last lap. Serrano fending off a hard-charging DeRochers. McCutcheon has a 31.9 second lead up on everybody. Oh, shucks. That's not in the right class. He's getting ready for his Sportsman e-truggy race. He was getting a head start. All right, so well done to Garrett McCutcheon. He's going to take the win. CJ Serrano is going to finish second. And Brian DeRoche is third. They're going to bump up to that next final. Quincy Atkins, who should speed in the beginning, but had a flame out. He will have to wait till next year to advance in the intermediate Nitro buggy class here at Fall Brawl. Well done, Garrett McCutcheon. Up next is Sportsman e-truggy, C final. Yeah, I grew up on the island. It gets cold in Bermuda, but not cold like this. So I get it. I don't want to be in that. You know, trust me, it gets hot where I live. Alrighty, so e-truggy up next. Let's see what this plate is, and I'll be right back, everybody.
I might need one more. Turn marshals to the track, please. Marshals, come on out.
One minute to the start of the race.
Come on, guys. I need my marshals out here. I need to see if I'm missing anybody. Yeah, guys, I'm going to need some marshal help here. I'm going to need marshal help. Looks like I need one at the end of the front straightaway, one dead center of the track. One at the end of the front straightaway, dead center track. Here comes Quincy.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, we're looking pretty good, guys. Turn them loose, turn them loose, turn them loose. Get you a lap, and then
Alan
let's line
Wayne,
them up.
Robert Samajai, Robert Lynn, Brett Tidd, Mike Harris.
Make sure I
Richard
got somebody here
Sack.
on the top right. Oh, I'm missing a marshal on
30 seconds to
bucket
the start
10.
of the
Top
race.
right, top right. Top right over here by the flags. I'm missing a marshal by the flags. I need a marshal by the flags over here on the right-hand side. Can I get a volunteer, please? Volunteer marshal by the flags on the right-hand side. Lucas
15
Lauren,
seconds
going to
to
go
the
over
start
and
of
get it.
the
Thank you,
race.
Lucas. All right, guys, come on around. Line them up. I need Brett Tidd on the 1, Mike Harris on the 2, Robbie Lynn on the 3, Robert Samoji on the 4,
Less than 5,
Alan Wan on the
4,
5, Richard Sack on the
3,
6.
2, 1.
Come around, guys. Line them up. I'll need volunteer marshal help again after this one, as we only have 6 on the stand. That means I'll need 5 volunteers for the next race. Yeah, that's fine. Yep, you're good. All right, you gonna start way back there, Richard? Okay. All right, guys, here we go. Racers ready. Marshall's ready. Everybody's going to go on the tone here in less than 5. And we're off and running. Race number 4, 40-plus Nitro Buggy. You're going to be coming up next. Brett Tidd going to lead him off on the track. Oh, hang on to it. Oh, boy. Brett going full send on that middle double. Fall down that number 2 spot right there on the backside of Mike Harris. Here they come over here on the right-hand side of the track. Working that little roller. Here they come through the humps, the bumps, and the lumps. It's going to be Mike Harris out in front. Brett Tidd holding on to that number 2 spot. Down the front straightaway they go. That's Robbie Lynn. Robbie Lynn out in front. Mike Harris to the number 3. Alan Wan now to that number 4. Robbie Lynn with the top spot. Take that back. It's going to be Brett Tidd going to make the pass now. He's going to move back to the top spot. Harris and Lynn now going at it. Uh-oh. Problems there for Tidd. Rolls upside down. Gets it back on. Oh, boy. Still having a little bit of troubles. Going in through the bumps over there. Still holding on the top spot. That all-orange truck with the yellow wheels and the white wing is your race leader. Battle for that number 2 over here on the right-hand side between Robbie Lynn and Mike Harris. They're keeping tabs here with our race leader. 1, 2, and 3 now down the front straightaway. 130 down, 330 left to go. Sportsman e-truggy C final on the track. Brett Tidd, Mike Harris, Robbie Lynn, 1, 2, and 3. Alan Wan coming across the line into 4. Robert Samoji in number 5. Just over 3 minutes left to go. Guys, I need volunteer marshal help after this one. I only have 6 on the stand. I got to have volunteer marshal help after this one. I got a 10-minute 40-plus Nitro Buggy final coming up next.
3 minutes
10
left.
minutes. I'll need help after this one. Race number 3 currently on the track. Race 4, you're up next. We're going to be running, guys, until completion of race 14. Brett Tidd right now out in front. Got a 1.88 second lead up on Robbie Lynn. It's Brett, Robbie, Mike, Alan, Richard. Your running order. I hope Keenan White chokes on those ribs in there that he's just gnawing on, not sharing at all. I hope he chokes. I can't tell you
2
how
minutes
many
left.
times I've passed food through this little door right here, or this little window over to him. I'll eat half of what somebody brings me. This guy don't even give me a good smell. 3:15 down, 1:45 left to go. Brett Tidd right now out in front, got a 3.8 second lead up on Robbie Lynn. Mike Harris holding on that number 3 spot. Alan Wan in the 4, Robert Samoji in the 5. Brett Tidd right now with a 4-second lead up on Robbie Lynn. Mike Harris in the number 3 spot, 5.4 seconds back into 2. Over here with a half-eaten pack of crackers that I've had all day. I hope this guy chokes. Minute 15 left to go. Brett Tidd right now with a 4-second lead up on Robbie. Robbie with a 7-second lead up on Mike.
1 minute
Alan
left.
Wan holding on number 4 spot. 19 seconds back into 3. Robert Samoji in the 5. Richard Sack in the number 6 with an unfortunate break at the start. Guys, I will need volunteer marshal help for the next race, please. I need volunteer marshal help as I only
45
have
seconds
5
left.
or 6 on the driver's stand. +40 Nitro Buggy C final coming up next. 8 a.m.
30 seconds left.
14. Yep. Brett Tidd, Robbie Lynn, last time by the line, only separated by 0.6 of a second. Mike Harris holding on to that number 3 spot. Alan Wan into 4.
15 seconds left.
15 seconds left to go. This will probably be our final lap here for our race lead. Nope, they'll probably make it back to the line. There goes Brett Tidd down the front straightaway. 5 seconds left to go. Long lap here for Robbie Lynn. Mike Harris going to come across line in number
Robbie
2
Lynn
spot.
done.
Looks like Robbie Lynn may going to take, yes, Robbie Lynn will take that number 3 and final bump spot. So Mike Harris and Brett Tidd will lock it in.
Robert Samajai done. Brett Tidd done. Alan Wyan done. Mike Harris done.
All right, guys, that's the race. Everybody is done. Brett Tidd, Mike Harris, Robbie Lynn. You are transferring up into the B main. All right, guys, I need 5 volunteer marshals, please. 5 volunteers. Congratulations, guys. You'll be racing in the morning. Your first race will be 16. Again, guys, I need volunteer marshals, please. Race 4, race 4.
Wally Rodriguez. One minute to the start of the race.
All right, everybody. I'm back from my supper. Thank you to Mike Harris for delivering me some. It's very good barbecue. And Lance is upset that I didn't share with him, but there wasn't really enough to share with him. It was just enough. All right, so up next is 40-plus Nitro Buggy C final. Antonio Edwards, Burmy, Toby Hampson, Jeff Rubin, Wally Rodriguez, Chad Kiachi, Brian Sherknight, Big Kush, Tiny Folsom, Bobby Thompson, Naeem Forrest, Scott McWerk, and Mike Harris. Remember, top 3 will bump up and live to race another day. Antonio Edwards, looking to bump up. He was doing pretty good in his qualifiers earlier, but came into some problems later on. Track's really cold and dry right now. Let's look at the temperatures. It should be in the 30s now. 39. So, yeah, it's chilling out here. And a big thank you to Mike Harris, man. Those ribs were absolutely scrumptious. I thoroughly enjoyed those. And, yeah, I appreciate that. That's my dinner for the night. All right, as drivers get ready to get gridded up. All right, so Antonio lining up on the front spot. Burmy in second, Toby Hampson third, Jeff Rubin, Wally Rodriguez fifth, Chad Kiachi on that sixth spot all the way from Hawaii. There's Antonio. All right, so we're waiting for somebody. What's going on down there, Patrick? Okay, so we're waiting on some marshals. Our second Nitro main. Looks like Naeem is pitting Antonio. Or is that, oh yeah, he is. I thought that's Nikki Twist then. Let's get ready. And they're off. Antonio in the orange and white getting a good start. Oh, wow, that was hectic. Whoever that was, I think that was Burmy who jumped off to the side. So Antonio out front. 10-minute race. Will we see some people go in 10 minutes? We shall see. I want to say that's Jeff Rubin behind him, but we'll see when it comes across. That might be Brian Sherknight, actually. So Brian Sherknight might have came from 7th all the way to 2nd. Let's see how it all works out as they come across the line. That is Antonio, that's Brian Sherknight, Toby Hampson. Uh-oh. And Antonio getting it wrong. Sherknight going to take that lead. Sherknight with the antenna. So just zoom out a little bit, Patrick. Let's get both of them in shot. No problem, Patrick. There we go. So Antonio jumping to the inside. Sherknight has a little bit of breathing room as he makes his way up and over the double. Into the crater he goes. The inside of the crater goes Antonio. Remember, they just have to work together and race away. So Antonio, who started on pole, currently in second. He's the orange and white car with the black wing. Brian Shornight is the yellow wheeled car. We are 1 minute and 40 seconds in to this 40-plus Nitro Buggy C main. Up next is Sportsman e-buggy D main. As you can see, it's very dark outside, but we're racing under the lights here in the Boys and Girls Club Queen Center here in Lake Waccamaw, North Carolina. Thank you all for tuning in to the racing. We greatly appreciate your support, especially in the waffles. We know you guys have been doing that for us quite a lot, and we greatly appreciate it. And these two, oh wow, Charlotte gets turned around. Antonio's on his lid. So very hectic in that rough section. There's Lucas doing the turn marshal. Thank you, Lucas. Oh, Shronite going for a serious off-track excursion. It's all hectic out there now. So it was Shronite. Toby Hampson's up there. I think Toby Hampson ran off the track too. It looks like Antonio's back out front. So Antonio put out to a nice lead over Shronite. Remember, your top three will bump up. Thank you. Hey, Jermaine Mitchell. Are you laughing at Lance talking about me not giving him some ribs? It was 3 ribs. They were great. Thank you, Mike Harris. He's actually in this race. So Antonio, with 6 minutes and 25 seconds left to go in this race, is out front. He has a 3-second lead on Brian Shornock. Toby Hampson is in third, 14 seconds back. Scott McQuirk. So we have a battle brewing between Toby Hampson and Scott McQuirk, if you want to catch that, Patrick. Yeah, let's pick up Toby Hampson and Scott McQuirk. We actually have a battle brewing for the bump up spot there. They should be getting ready to go into the straightaway, both of them. And Jeff Rubin's right there with him, almost. Toby's in for some fuel. There's Jay Zellner. Oh, little hesitation on the release by Zellner, letting him clear it out again. Oh, and Toby casing that jump. So with that triple he goes. Antonio out 2.9 seconds. Up on Toby. Sorry, on Ryan Shronite. Toby embroiled in a battle with black traffic back there. Dave LaStella. If you have to stop for fuel in this race, yeah, how's it going, dude? I asked about you. You're not at the race, you're watching. Your buddies are here. Well, Elite RC Productions, I hope you get diarrhea. Well, I hope not, because, you know, we're all sharing a camper together. Antonio Edwards still out front. There is great pit by Camasco. Oh, no. Oh, wow. That car almost flamed out, but he caught it. So McGregor is now in front of Toby. But Toby is now 8.5 seconds back, so. They were really good ribs, Jermaine. Like, it made me stop commentating and eat them right there on the spot. Turning into the pits, that is Dave LaStella pitting him. Where you see that HB, orange and white. And he's out. Yeah, a 15-second lead up on Shronite, so he should be good to go. Antonio can just chill, stay out there in first. He'll start 13th if he finishes like this. There he goes. You can see that minefield is becoming deadlier and deadlier as the weekend rolls on. Minutes and 16 seconds left to go, and it's Antonio Edwards, Brian Shonite, 17 seconds back of him. Scott McGuire, 6 seconds back of Shonite, and Burmese in fourth, but he's 11.1 seconds back, so no real battle, barring any disaster. Oh no, we got something going on in the front straightaway. I heard Lance. Oh wow, he had somebody off on the front straightaway. Not good, not good. Antonio got to navigate a sea of lap traffic there. He has to really take his time. There's Toby Hansen, who's currently in fifth. So he's going to be a lap down as Tonito goes by him. Oh, wow. He is dodging bullets as he makes it through that minefield. He's got mines flying at him all over the place. And those are cars. Man, that is one diabolical piece of track right there that Lucas Lauren left in there for people to just have fits with. That's the one part of the track that he's absolutely proud of. I mean, he's proud of the track itself, but that minefield and how it's developing, he loves it. He's like an evil doctor with a big smile on his face, a big smile on his face. Antonio still out front by 14.4 seconds. 1 minute and 15 seconds left to go in this race. Uh-oh, Antonio flipping it over, but right in front of Lucas. Patrick getting curled up there. All right, so Antonio, 28 seconds left to go, and he has pretty much led this race from lights to finish. He did have a little scuffle with Sure Knight for a second, but got in front of him, never looked back. He drove a great race. And he's going to get one more lap. He'll get a victory lap. I don't think Sure Knight's going to get around to the start-finish again. So let's see. Antonio comes by. This will be his victory lap. Yeah, Sure Knight is not going to make the cut. Well done, Antonio Edwards. You're going to take the win. You're going to be starting in that 13th position, going into the B final for the 40-plus Nitro Buggy final, which might happen tonight or tomorrow. Not sure. I have not looked at the finals yet. Well done, Antonio Edwards taking that win, and he will secure his position in that B final. All right, everybody, up next is your Sportsman e-buggy D final. So we're going to see how the e-buggies tackle the rough terrain. All right, so up next, Sean McCutcheon, J.C. Farmer, Ronnie Bowman, James Keaton, Bobby Thompson, Blake Baker, Wayne Wallace, Christopher Ventura, Ace Ventura, who's celebrating his birthday, Steve Saychuk, Chris Spuggs, Evan Steichleather, Nikki Tiss, and Killian Dillmore. All right, so driver's going to go out and get their warm-up. Laps in and get gridded up. All righty. So Sean will be starting on that front position and that first pole position. Can he turn that into a bump up stop? We shall see. There's Blake Baker right below us in the BRC hat. Yeah, he's right there on the driver's stand. All right. I know, I'm looking at Blake on top of the driver's stand with his white 4PX. See him in his X-ray jacket? There we go. I was like, Ty Testman gave me this X-ray hoodie. I was like, there you go. It is a very nice hoodie. All right, Sean McCutcheon going to start on pole. JC Farmer, who ran a Jado on this track. That new Jado from Traxxas, he tried it out. He said it was too light, though. Too light. Got bucked around too much. So. Here's his car. Pink and yellow. Simple colors. Light, nice paint job. Brilliant colors. All righty. Not sure what's going on. There we go. That is a very multicolored car right there. He's even got orange wheels. All right, let's get ready to go. Sean McCutcheon on pole. And he's off. Zoom, zoom. Pushes wide. Oof. Oh, wow. That's a lot of cars right there. A lot of e-buggy. But Sean McCutcheon got up to a good start. Oh, man, it is horrible there for those cars. That's rough. All right, Sportsman e-buggy D final. Railing that berm, using all the territory. It's going to be Sean McCutcheon. All right, so Sean McCutcheon out front, followed by J.C. Farmer, Ronnie Bowman. Wayne Wallace, James Keaton, your top five. Bobby Thompson, Christopher Ace Ventura, Steve Sachuk, L.J. Lawrence, Blake Baker, Killian Dillmore, Nikki Twist, and Chris Spuggs. And there is J.C. Farmer. Whoa! Rear end of that car stepped out big time. It is loose as a goose out there. They followed each other right into that pipe. J.C. Farmer out front, followed by Sean McCutcheon. Ronnie Bowman now in third. I hear somebody hollering out there. J.C. Farmer out front. Sean McCutcheon. Nikki Twist, Steve Sachuk, Wayne Wallace, Chris Buggs, Baker from 6th on to 10th. Michael Allman, Bobby Thompson, Evan Steichleather. All right, so up next after this Open Nitro Truggy B final. J.C. Farmer, Sean McCutcheon, Ronnie Bowman, Christopher Ventura, Nikki Twist. We're currently following J.C. Farmer. Top 3 will bump up. Ronnie Bowman moving up to that 2nd spot. Eric Morton cheering on Killian. Killian is, I don't know, he's quite far. I think he's in, I can't see him in the scoring. Let's see. Right now, Sean McCutcheon is in 3rd. He has a 10-second lead up on Christopher Ventura. So Killian, unfortunately, down in 14th. All right, so we're following our leader. There's no real battles going on. The battle for the bump-off spot is kind of not there at the moment. Sean McCutcheon has a 10-second lead up on Christopher Ventura. We have a race brewing between Ventura and Nikki Twist, so if you want to pull them up, between 4th and 5th. Nikki Twist now up into 4th. So they just went across the loop, those two guys. JC, our leader, he took that lead from Sean McCutcheon and never looked back. That yellow and pink associated. Well, he was able to land on all fours after that tumble. 38 seconds left to go for JC. Let's see, this will be this lap plus 1 more. And he would have checked his ticket into that C final, which he'll run later on. Yeah, this guy, the guy, J.C. Farmer, who's running the yellow and pink, he had his sledge and his Jado here, and he tried them both on the track, but he said the Jado was too light, and he decided he's not running the sledge. Just went up there to have some fun with it. And he's running his associated e-buggy right now. He's about to win this race and bump up to the C final. JC Farmer upside down. He can get no less than 2nd. He might have bumped on to 2nd. Let's see. I think Johnny Bowman might have got by him. No. Oh, he did. So Ronnie Bowman going to take that win. And that mistake JC Farmer made at the very end cost him a lot of time, and he lost that race by 1.6 seconds. There's Ronnie Bowman. All right, up next, Open Nitro Truggy B Final. Nick Comasco, P-Word RC, Roberto Rivero, Jay Zelna, Jason Thorne, Big Kush, CJ Serrano, CJ Serrano and Gerald Crawley. Nick, he had his eyes closed when we took his picture. This is a 15-minute B-main, our first of our B-mains today. Yeah, he's probably not happy with that. I don't know if JC ran the sledge there. The guy did run, one guy ran the TLR-tuned Typhon, I think, if I remember correctly, at Beast of the East. Well, okay, so they're doing some work on the pipes, so they have to bring the cars back in. Don't want them hitting none of the track crew. All right, everybody. So up next, our first B final of the night. Good evening, everybody. Hope you guys are enjoying your Saturday evening wherever you are watching from. I want to thank everybody for their support with the giveaways today. Tune in tomorrow. We'll be doing another one tomorrow for some sort of techno vehicle. So, Open Nitro Truggy B final up next. Nick Camasco, P-Word RC, Roberto Rivera, Jay Zauner, Jason Thorne, Big Cush, CJ Serrano, and it looks like no start from Jared Crowley. David Stella turn on Thorn Dog. Nick Jordan, that's who it was that ran the Armor TLR tuned Typhoon. I don't remember anybody running a sledge at Beast of the East. He did? Well, Patrick says yes. Okay. That was not a big track to run a sledge on. He did, but I didn't think he raced with it. What's up, Christopher Kendall? All righty. Let's get ready to rumble here. We see Tiny taking out, I will assume that is Jason Thorne's car. There's Big Cush, Jason Thorne, Nick Camasco, Roberto. That is Gerald Crowley, I assume. There's CJ, there's Jay Zellner, and there is P-Word. Guys are bundled up. Let's get ready to rumble. Let's get ready to boogie. Truggy, Open, Nitro, Truggy, B final. All righty. I'm doing good, man. We're here enjoying the cold weather. Thank you, Marshall, for volunteering. Let's get ready to go. First 15-minute final of the day. First Truggy B final. So who's going to bump up? And they're off. P-Word takes that lead from Camasco. Is he going to make it stick? Nope, he goes wide. P-Word with the antenna too. Oh, P-Word gets taken out from the behind. And that orange car, gray wing of Camasco, blue wing is out front. As they make their way through that minefield. And behind him, I assume, I don't know who that is behind him. They'll have to wait until they go across the loop. All right, so it's going to be Nick Camasco, Jay Selno, CJ Serrano, P-Word RC. This is like a Northeast shakedown right here. A lot of Northeast guys. You have one guy from Virginia and one guy from Puerto Rico. There's CJ Serrano in that white and blue, black wheels. Kyosho truck. Behind him is Jay Zellner, who was from the Northeast but now lives in Myrtle Beach. CJ out front. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh. And that's going to allow Zellner by. Zellner is probably shaking like a leaf right now. Uh-oh. CJ getting a big wrong over that double. Zellner, there is Nick Camasco. I think that's Jason Thorne in that green car. We'll see here when they come across the loop. There is Zellner, Camasco, Jason Thorne, P-Word. So there is that battle. Let's stay right there. There's three cars, because that's your battle for second, third, and fourth right there, Patrick. Oh, P-Word looping out. And that's going to allow Gerald right up behind him. Uh-oh. Jason Thorne getting it wrong. So P-Word now into third. P-Word going to chase down his northeast compadre there. That orange truck. And it looks like Jason Thorne's not too far behind him. P-Word using that divot. Thorne going completely around it. So right now, we're following P-Word in that white car with the white antenna tube. Behind him is that green car of Jason Thorne, who's in position for a bump up if he can get past P-Word. P-Word's trying to fend him off, but there's second and third, and there's Thorne making a mistake. Let's get on that lead pack if you can, please, Patrick. There's three. There's Jay Zellner, there is Camasco, and there is P-Word RC. So these three need to work together. Don't get in each other's way and push. We got 11 minutes and 48 seconds right now. These three are bumping up to that A final. They'll be racing tomorrow if it stays like this. All three of those guys from the Northeast. We're on board. Oh, P-Word almost jumping to the infield, gets spun around by that pipe. Over the double he goes. So these three guys all working together. Zellner out front. Camasco just pacing himself. P-Word in third. They got a pretty big gap over fourth, which is Jason Thorne. He's embroiled in a battle with, Nick getting it wrong. P-Word not pushing the issue. They got an 8.3 second lead up on Jason Thorne. 10 minutes and 48 seconds left to go. Still lots of time left to go for things to go wrong. That's fine. You're doing a good job, Patrick. Oh, Zellner makes a mistake, and that allows Nick by. There's Thorne in the back end of that shot, getting it wrong over that double. So Nick takes back over that lead. That's where he started on pole. Zellner in the car of the yellow wheels and yellow ring. Oh, Zellner gets cross-topped in that rut. P-Word. Good. Oh, almost got that inside pass on Nick. And he's going to be in second. Roberto Rivera is now, oh man, Zellner just getting it big wrong. He's going to be in third now. P-Word out in front. So a lot happened in that lap and a half. And P-Word RC finds himself out front as he makes his way up and over that double. And him and Nick are neck and neck. Jay way back there. Jay 7.2 seconds back. But you know what? Let's drop back to Jay because we got a battle brewing there. Roberto Rivera is 3.2 seconds back. So let's see if we see. There's Rivera, I believe. Or one of those cars is Rivera. Might be that yellowish car. But Rivera's also bringing Jason Thorne and CJ Serrano. So the battle for that third bump up spot's about to heat up. These three guys are chasing on that yellow winged car of Jay Zellner. Oh, Thorne getting it wrong as he cuts in the gas. Let's say in that car. Oh, Thorne went into the pits. 8 minutes and 55 seconds left to go. Serrano is chasing down Rivera. Zellner is now 4.8 seconds. Oh, Rivera cases that jump. Serrano has a look to the inside. So these two are trying to chase down Jay Zellner, who's might have been just in front of him as you saw that yellow wing car go underneath us. Oh, so Jay Zellner and Nick Camasco must have came in for fuel. Oh man, it is rough out there. And Serrano is in for fuel. All right. P-Word still out front, followed by Jay Zellner. He's got a 5.2 second lead up on Jay. Nick Camasco's in third. CJ Serrano, Roberto Rivera, Jason Thorne, Big Push, and Gerald Crowley. So And there we are on board with P Word in that blue and white techno. Oh, wow, P Word. Going for a wild, wild ride just now. Up next after this, your Sportsman Nitro Buggy C final. We'll be halfway through our program tonight. And there we have a pit for Jay Zellner, Kirby Hansen. Cool as the other side of the pillow, in and out. P-Word in for fuel. So our leaders in for fuel. And there's P-Word. Yeah, Jermaine, Nitro Truggy is getting replaced by e-truggy, and I understand why. It's fun. Very easy to do. Uh-oh. P-Word getting it wrong, doing the parallel dance. No harm, no foul. He comes by for 49-1. All right, so P-Word still up front, 4.3 seconds up on Jay. Rivera. All right, let's drop back, Patrick. We got a battle brewing for that third pump offset. Roberto Rivera we go. There's Zellner. There is Nick. Oh, Roberto must have came in for fuel or had a bad crash. I assume he came in for fuel. Yep, because Nick is now in third. He gets by Zellner. And Roberto, Roberto, I think, is out. Uh-oh, Zellner. Yeah, looks like Roberto is out, too. He made his way up to third and now dropping. Oh. So Serrano is now into third as he gets by Zellner. Zellner looks like he's having some issue with his car. He can't. Yeah, I think his servo's going. He just went straight just now. He couldn't turn. So unfortunate for Jay Zellner. He's about to have some servo issues. Let's see if he can limp it around and get a podium. P-Word RC out front. Sorry, we'll get a podium. He needs to bump up because this is the B final. I do apologize. P-Word RC, Nick Comasco, ZJ Serrano, Jay Zellner, Jason Thorne, your top five. P-Word RC out front, 6.5 seconds up on Nick Comasco. Serrano getting it wrong. Neki Ocho. P-Word, Nick Comasco, CJ Serrano right now. CJ got a 4.7 second lead up on Jay Zellner. 3:55 left to go. There's our leader, P-Word. It almost looks like the track is holding some water now, Patrick. Oh, it doesn't look dusty out there right now. Could be that the ground is frozen. P-Word on his way to a bump up into that A final. If it stays like this, he'll be starting 13th tomorrow. He'll be chuffed about that. Three minutes and 5 seconds left to go of our first B final of the night. P-Man bunny hopping. Patrick is enjoying the warmth from the heater up there in the little hut that was built for Danny Paz. It is definitely cool. Let's see what the temperatures are like now as we watch P-Word. No, everybody's kind of, I mean, Zellner's back up to third. But he's got a 4.8-second lead up on Serrano. Let's drop back and find Zellner, because this might get interesting with 1 minute and 54 seconds left to go. There's Zellner. There's Nick. So he's in front of Nick now. So whatever was bothering Zellner's car is fixed, because it looks like it can turn now. Nick is in second, and there's CJ. So here's the battle actually brewing up, Patrick. Zellner's in second. Drop back. Drop back to Nick. There's Nick in orange. Where's CJ? I thought CJ was closer. Oh, he's far back. Yeah, that. So I thought we had something brewing there. So I thought that we, oh, wow. Man, that was a hard hit. He's lucky he didn't break that truck. And that's P-Word coming by CJ to put him a lap down. P-Word absolutely on rails with that Techno Truggy. Just stay on our leader. You had him. There's, hold on. Hold on for a second. Go forward a little bit, Patrick. Go forward. I think CJ is right behind Zellner now. Yes, they are. There's a battle for the final bump-up spot on this. We're going to get this lap plus one more. There's Zellner, that yellow ring. CJ, that white and blue. So Zellner having a very rough lap. And CJ going the safe route. They're going to tiptoe through this. As Zellner makes it up over that double. CJ, can he chase him down? They're going to get one more lap through that crater. You see CJ in that blue and white. Zellner, the orange and yellow in front of him. 14 seconds left to go. They'll get... Oh, Zellner hits the pipe, and that's going to allow Serrano by Zellner on his lid. That's going to give Serrano a big cushion. P-Word out front by a whole lap. He's good. Serrano, with it all in his favor, makes his way up over that triple into that roller. He goes. A big mistake, and Zellner will be there ready to pounce like that. Oh, no. Where's Zellner? There's Zellner. Zellner can't turn. Zellner cannot turn. That servo is going. He's got some issues. He cannot turn that car. And it's not going to matter. It's not going to matter because Serrano is out front. And he's going to come by and he's going to take that bump up spot. Well done, CJ Serrano. Battling it out to the very end. Well done on that bump up. Good job. Good job. Well done. Well done. All right. That was great. That came down to a great race at the end. Good job. Never give up, CJ Serrano. Jay Zellner, I thought his truck was really not going to make it to the end. And you saw it having those servo issues once again. So. All right, so great race there. Great race. All right, up next is our Sportsman Nitro Buggy C final. Johnny DeSanti, Derek Long, Keith Frisora, Andrew Matos, Michael Hine, Bobby Thompson, Chad Kiachi, Blake Baker, Ronnie Bowman, Naeem Forrest, Brennan Armitage, Kevin Peters, Buddy Spears. Yep. There's Ace Ventura. Happy birthday to him. Flying Mango. All right, so 10-minute final coming up next. Sportsman Nitro Buggy. Patrick's up there freezing right now. It's getting cold. Very cold. All righty. Let's get ready to rumble here. We got a 17-car final in here. I thought it was 15-car finals, Patrick. They probably didn't have a C final. That's what it was. A D final, I mean. Yeah, okay. I thought no D final. There's Johnny DeSanti looking to bump up. Can he do it? He's got 10 minutes to prove. All righty. As we get ready, as drivers are going to get lined up. All right, Johnny DeSanti getting his last bit of fuel. Derek Long right behind him, Kiefer Sora. Where's Killian? Oh, he's making his way up here. I shared his Instagram video. He was stoked about that. I said, no problem, dude. Okay, Roger is pitting Blake, I assume. What's going on with Blake? Let's see what the temperature is out there now. Hold on. 37 degrees. Let's get ready to boogity. This is your Sportsman Nitro Buggy C final. 3-row bump up. Down and quiet. And they're off. So there's Johnny DeSanti pushing very wide. That orange car. Oh! DeSanti gets it up on two wheels, brings it back down. So orange and yellow. Oh, wow, hectic. Oh, I heard somebody revving their car up frantically. All right, so it's going to be Johnny DeSanti coming by with the black wheels, followed by Keith Rosora, Andrew Matos, and Derek Long. So that's your top 4. All right, Patrick, let's drop back to that pack right behind Johnny DeSanti. There we go. So that's for Sora. Oh! Whoa! Wow, they all crashed right there. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. All right. So I think that's Andrew Matos in that green car. That should be Derek Long in that 4 car, or maybe that's for Sora. We'll see when. I think that's for Sora. Yeah, I thought so. That is Derek Long, and it looks like Matos can get it wrong. Here's Keith for Sora. Oh, there's the battle for that final bump up spot. Keith for Sora, Naeem is in the white car. Keith is in the pink and white, and they're chasing down that green car of Andrew Matos. Matos makes a mistake. Naeem gonna get by as Keith makes a mistake as well. So Naeem now into 3rd. Naeem gets it wrong, and Matos gonna be back there. And it looks like Michael Hine might be in the mix. Oh wow, Michael Hine in the blue and white. So nobody wants that bump position. This is the battle for the bump position. Oh, wow, Matos in and out of that divot. He is on the outside looking in as he's got to chase down and get by that white car of Naeem. So the battle for that final bump up spot is hot and heavy right now. Naeem. So that's a Kyosho, that all white car, and that's a green Sparko right there. And they're getting into some lap traffic. It is all types of craziness in that rough section. Oh, Matos getting by that lap traffic. It might be Derek Long, actually, who he got by. Yep, Matos into 2nd. Naeem's in 3rd. So they got by Derek Long. Kiefer Sora's now into 5th. So, not good. There's Michael Hine, who's currently in 4th. He's chasing down Naeem. Oh! Great pass. Oh, but he isn't able to make it stick. Can he make it stick as they come out? Yep, Michael Hine makes a great pass. And Naeem makes it stick. And Naeem trying to chase him back and say, hey, I want my bump up spot back. 6 minutes and 34 seconds left to go. We'll see some pits here shortly. Up next, 40-plus e-buggy C final, race number 8. And that's Hine in. Who's doing his pitting? There's Robbie Lynn. Yeah, that's not a very fast pit. Or release. Oh my God, that was not a good pit, Patrick. Not a good pit. Robbie Lynn had no urgency whatsoever. All right, so Johnny DeSanti out front by 9.3 seconds. Andrew Matos is currently in 2nd. Behind him is Naeem by 3.6 seconds. We got 5 minutes and 45 seconds left to go. This is our 2nd place driver, this green car with the yellow wing. Just gets on the brakes in the air, and that's Sparko. That's looking pretty good out there. We hope the chat is enjoying some Sportsman Nitro buggy action. C final. It's going to be Johnny DeSanti, Andrew Matos, Naeem Forrest, Chad Kiachi now up to 4th from Hawaii EE. And then Kiefer Sora and Michael Hine, Derek Long, Bobby Thompson all battling it out for Sora in 5th. He's 4.3 seconds. Kiachi needs to make up 3.4 seconds if he wants to catch up to this white Kyosho. Yep, John DeSanti is out front. There's 4 minutes and 20 seconds left to go, so we've gone across the halfway mark. Matos out from some fuel. There's DeSanti. And that S-Works. Black wheels, white wing, orange and yellow, red, checkers and fires. Johnny DeSanti. John Kane looks to be out, so does Sean Preston. Oh, wow. Johnny going way offline. Wow, what a hustle by that marshal. Somebody's wheel. Is that Matos who lost the wheel just now? I don't know. I thought that was Matos. Did he just lose a wheel? Okay, I saw. Okay. Is that not? I'm not sure who that is. That's Jimmy Gray doing the pitting for Naeem. But I do not know who was that who lost the wheel. Unfortunate for them. Naeem out front, though. He got by Johnny DeSanti. So Naeem is out front, but he's probably going to lose that right now after that pit. He went long. There's Matos. That's where he's going to be. He's going to be behind Matos if it works out. I'm looking for DeSanti. DeSanti's out front. Oh, Matos getting a little aggressive coming onto the straightaway. And there's our leader, Johnny DeSanti, with 2 minutes and 5 seconds left to go. DeSanti smooth through that rough section. Yeah, he's just cruising, man. You know what he's got to do. Driving smart. No risking it. He knows he's got a good lead. He's got an 8.4 second lead. He doesn't need to throw it on hot laps. He just needs to throw it on consistent laps. All right, so Johnny DeSanti. One minute to go for Johnny DeSanti, and he checks his ticket into that B final. Then he's going to be looking to get into that A final. We'll see what DeSanti can do. Maybe he'll run his B final today. We are on race number 7, 8 up next. We'll have 6 more races after that. DeSanti gonna get one more lap, going wide up into that fluff, railing that berm. Uh-oh, DeSanti getting a donkey kick. Just jumping too far, and with that cold air, them shocks are probably hard. They feel like they got concrete in them. So, even though they've been moving up and down for a while, the temperatures have dropped immensely. So that car probably all types of stiff, or might be loose. All right, congratulations to Johnny DeSanti, going to take that win. Andrew Matos looks like he's going to take second, followed by Naeem Forrest. Michael Hano had to settle for fourth. Chad Kiachi in fifth. Kiefer Sora, Ronnie Bowman, Bobby Thompson, Bobby Spears, Derek Long, Blake Baker, John Kane, and Sean Preston. So well done to Johnny DeSanti. Oh, Naeem going to finish in third. Had a very long lap. So those three will live to bump another day. What's up, Rory Holler? Now time for some 40+ e-buggy action. All righty. +40 e-buggy C final. We got Buddy Spears, Big Kush, Brian DeRochers, Antonio Edwards, Pete Freeman, Wally Rodriguez, Leon Musselwhite, Nikki Twist, Bryant Reynolds, Gary Banks, Joe Filippo, Alan Weon. I gotta wait. Oh, there we go. 13 in this race. All right, so 5-minute race up next. 3 will bump up and live to fight in that 40+ e-buggy B final. Let's see what finals we're gonna run today. Actually, let me have a look here. I know we're gonna have a couple Nitro finals in here. Let's see what's next. All right, so up next we have, after this, 40+ Nitro Buggy B final, 15 minutes. Race number 9. Sportsman e-buggy C final, that's going to be 5 minutes. Sportsman Nitro Buggy B final, 15 minutes. Intermediate Nitro Buggy B final, 15 minutes. All right, so the last few races are all going to be 15-minute Nitro Buggy finals. All right, so we're getting lined up. Buddy Spears on point. All right, so this is your 40+ e-buggy C final. These e-buggies are getting ready to go zoom, zoom. There's Leon. It looks cold up there. He is trying to warm up his hand. And they're off. Buddy Spears with the yellow wheels. Antonio out to the point, though, with that orange and white car. He's already bumped up once, so he's had some time on the track. I think that's Brian DeRochers. Yep, so there is Antonio and Brian DeRochers. They both bumped up earlier. So they know how this track's acting. I think the track's holding a little bit more moisture. Patrick thinks it's frozen. He's frozen. Antonio and DeRochers using that experience from their previous final and applying it to this race. As they make it on the step downs into that crater goes Antonio up and over that triple. They have broken slightly away from the rest of the pack. They've pulled a 4.1 second gap on third place, which is Pete Freeman according to scoring. Antonio out the front right now with 3 minutes and 57 seconds left to go. Up next, 40+ Nitro Buggy. I know some guys will be doing double duty here. I think Antonio will. Oh, man, he's getting all types of swirl. You can see how dry and slick it is out there. Antonio up and over that triple into this rolling single. And into the minefield. He has pulled out a 1.6 second. Wow, he goes for that big jump. Sends it. There's e-buggy is able to, to be a good lap for him. A 38.4 last time by, a 36.6 that time by. So Antonio sending it and doing a good job. He's pulled a definite gap between him and Brian DeRochers. Up and over that double one more time. Let's see if he does the double out once again. Goes wide. Yeah, he does. He's got it down. Coming up with some lap traffic. Uh-oh, clips that pipe. DeRocher. Not too far back now. Antonio got 2 minutes and 23 seconds. If he does, he will win and bump up once again. Not in this class. I think he bumped up in Nitro. I think he's running next. But now he has a battle for first. It's Antonio DeRocher, Pete Freeman, Buddy Spears. Big Kush, your top 5. We are past the halfway mark with 2 minutes left to go. And that's some lap traffic. And we are following our leader, Antonio, 1 minute and 41 seconds. Avoid some carnage there. Not sure who that was, but they are not having a good day. Eric kind of consigned to second and said, if anything happens, I'll be in position to take over first, as he is resigned to a more conservative approach to his bump-up game. Pete Freeman's 10.7 seconds back of these guys. We are on race number 8. We got 15-minute Nitro mains from here on out. Oh, Antonio getting it wrong. All right. Antonio still out front. No. DeRocher got by him. I missed that. There's DeRocher going up onto that triple now. So Antonio having a 39.7. And that cost him a lot. There's DeRocher in that red and blue. 17 seconds left to go. This will be their last lap. Oh, DeRocher getting discombobulated in the minefield. There's Antonio coming into shot. Will Antonio take back that top position and start in 13th? Going into the B final, we shall see. So Brian DeRocher. Bryant Reynolds now up to 3rd. I think Antonio Edwards missed a lap. Yeah, he did miss a lap. So Antonio Edwards will be higher than that. It's going to be, it's going to be Antonio Edwards, Brian DeRocher. It's going to be Brian DeRocher, Antonio Edwards, Pete Freeman. So he missed a lap. He was on the lead lap. So they're going to fix that. Antonio is actually going to bump up. You can hear the Nitro buggy starting to warm up in the background. Antonio gonna have to go to time and scoring. Yeah, but he missed a lap somewhere somehow. He was on the lead lap all the whole time. Yeah, he was. Yep. All right, so Antonio Edwards will get that bump spot. And up next, we have the 40-plus Nitro Buggy B final. Greg Smith, Dave Taylor, Rob Lupo, Ken Rand, Brent Densford, Jay Zellner, Steve Boggs, Shane Sprinkle, Johnny DeSanti, Dennis Rue, Mike Pecalunas, Randy Ellis, Anthony Edwards doing double duty. And we'll see who else is bumping up. I think that he's got 2 more bump ups. So Antonio getting lots of track time here. There's Greg starting on pole. Yeah, there we go. Randy Ellis, Anthony Edwards, Brian Shornight, and Burmy rounding up your top 15. All right, 15-minute B final. 3 will bump up to that A final. You see some Nitro Caddies, one of our sponsors. You can get 20% off all Nitro Caddy gear while you're at the track here. Go over to see Dennis Brew, get your lights, get your swag, get your E-Caddy and Nitro Caddy. All right, so we want to say a big thank you to all these sponsors. J Concepts coming on as that title sponsor. Pro Circuit, HRC, Nitro Caddy, Nitro Lux, Nitro Pro Protec RC, Techno RC, Track Tech, Racecraft USA, True Form, Assault RC, RC Project, LFR, SWAX, and RC Productions. Jason, the ribs were great. I know Lance is upset that I didn't share with him, but truly there were 3. I took 1 bite and I was like, oh my gosh, and I just went crazy. I was hungry. I'm sorry. I feel so rotten for not giving Lance even 1. He does share his food with me. I really feel bad. I have apologized to him, but of course I have to suffer, and I will suffer my fate. It was great. They were really good. Thank you to Mike Harris. I just couldn't help myself. I don't get to eat ribs much, so actually homemade ribs. You can't eat ribs, Danny. They're pork. All right, so Greg Smith starting on pole. Let's fuel him up and get ready to go. There's Kendrick. Pity for Greg Smith. They're going to go Don and Quiet, and they are off. Greg Smith in that all-blue, yellow-wheeled Mugen. Well, that's kind of why I got into them, Jason. I ran into them. They were warm. I was like, I got to eat these right now. So, you know. Oh, man. That is, wow. That is a mess. I don't know who's who. Wow. All those cars are chasing down that one car out front. He must feel like that little rabbit that all the greyhounds chase around the track. And it's going to be Dave Taylor, Rob Lupo, Jay Zellner, Greg Smith, Brent Densford, and Tony Edwards, Mike Pecalunas, Steve Boggs, Ken Rand, Shane Sprinkle, Johnny DeSanti, Dennis Brew, and Randy Ellis. Uh-oh, and there we go. Rob Lupo goes on by for that lead. Jason Kissinger's lower names Lefty. That means every man for himself, food included. Now, Lance, don't share with me. I should have gave him a rib. Really good. Really good. Alrighty. Truggy, man, looking to make up for that. Had some servo failure going on with his car. Alrighty, so we're going to have a static cam for a second while Patrick makes his way over to the RD booth to relieve Lance. Jay Zano out front, followed by Dave Taylor, Brent Densford now into that 3rd spot. We got 2 minutes down, 12, 13 minutes left to go. Jay Zellner out front, Dave Taylor, Brent Densford, Rob Lupo in 4th. Oh, Brent dropping down to 5th, Greg Smith in 6th, our pro center. Ken ran in 7th. That gap between Jay Zellner, Dave Taylor, and Antonio Edwards is 3.2 seconds. And then Rob Lupo is right behind Antonio. He's 1/10 of a second back. Brent Densford is 1.4 seconds back of him.
Minutes to go. Jay Zellner, your race leader. Dave Taylor in that number 2 spot. Tony Edwards in the 3. Rob Lupo 4. Densford in the 5. Here in our B main of Old Man Nitro Buggy. Oh no, looks like we got a flame out. That is Tony Edwards. Oh man, Tony was in the top 5. That's going to send him back. Make sure you hold it up high. Going into pit lane. Hold it up high. Watch out coming into pit lane. Watch out coming into pit lane. Remember, guys, no spectators in pit lane. No spectators in pit lane. If you are not with the pit crew, you do not need to be in pit lane. No spectators in pit lane. Got to keep it open in there. No spectators in pit lane. We're all big people with all these layers on, so we got to have some room.
All right, so Zellner getting it wrong. Going off the track. So Zellner getting it wrong. Zellner getting it wrong. Dave Taylor, Jay Zellner out front. Brent Densford now trying to catch them up. He's 8.4 seconds back, but he's fending off a hard-charging Greg Smith. Let's drop back to Brent Densford. We got a battle brewing with him, actually. So Brent Densford, look for a blue car with yellow wheels. That's not Brent. Look for all blue car, yellow wheels, Greg Smith, and then you'll find Brent. And there is Greg Smith chasing him down for that final bump up spot. Christopher Kendall, I did have dinner, courtesy of Mike Harris. Thank you so much for the dinner. I greatly appreciate it. So there we have our battle. Right there is Brent Densford, that blue car with the blue and white car with the black wing, yellow wheels. Ooh, big hit for Brent. Where is Greg? Nope, drop back, Danny. They're following this bump spot. There is Brent, and there is the final bump spot right there, that blue car with the yellow wheels. So right there should be our battle for that last bump up spot. I could be wrong. I am a little bit wrong. Yeah, no, well, it is. I am absolutely right because Jay Zellner dropped on. Oh, he's back up there. I don't know. Oh, okay, I'm all confused right now. So must have had some pit stops. That's Brent Densford right now with the yellow and blue, black wing, and that all blue with yellow wheels is Greg Smith. But something's going on. They have them scored way down in 10th and 11th. And that, yeah, well, that's right according to scoring. So not sure what happened. Dave Taylor out front, followed by Jay Zellner. Looks like Ken Rand, Brent Densford, and Greg Smith all missed a lap. That's what's going on. So let's stay on Densford and Greg Smith, Danny. They actually have missed a lap. So there's Brent and there's Greg Smith. Somewhere along the line, they have missed a lap. So we'll get that all sorted out. Brent Densford will be back up there. That should put Ken Rand and Greg Smith back up into that top 4. Because they did miss a lap. And there they are. Greg Smith getting it wrong. So Dave Taylor, there we go. Getting all sorted out. Greg Smith in that 3rd spot, but he's not really. He's going to be in 4th because that's Brent right in front of him. Brent's going to come by. There we go. It's all sorted out. Both coming in for the pits. There we go. Brent Dunsford. Uh-oh. Someone almost grabbed the wrong car. That's Chris Harris. So Chris Harris, pit man for Brent. Good pit by Chris, I would say. So there we go. Dave Taylor out front, followed by Ken Rand, Brent Dunsford, and Greg Smith are battling it out. There we go. There's our battle. There's 6 minutes and 48 seconds left to go. Thank you, Hoosier RC. We appreciate it. There's Brent. He is currently in that last bond pop spot, and he gets it wrong. That blue car. Greg Smith's going to go by. Oh, Jesus. He was not happy. Not happy. That was we should have. Did we get a replay of that, Danny? That's a shame. That was an aggressive throw by that Marshall. All right, so Greg Smith comes by. Rob Lupo now into fourth. Brent Dunsford drops on to fifth. So let's move up a bit to that blue and carve the yellow wheels, please, Danny. Not that one. One ahead. One ahead. There we go. That blue car of yellow wheels is currently in third. Rob Lupo, that yellowish car coming into the mine section, is chasing him down. Oh, my goodness. There's Rob Lupo. He gets by. So Greg Smith relinquishes that position. Yeah, we're not worried about that. We're worried about the battle for that final bump-up spot. Rob Lupo has that final bump-up spot. Jay Zellner is chasing him down. He's 4.5 seconds back. So there's Rob Lupo. That's him right there. That's third. Let's stay on him. So Lupo getting by when Greg had some trouble. 5 minutes left to go, though. Jay Zellner and Greg are battling it out. Rob Lupo going to come across the loop. He has. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No, hold on, Danny. Go back. Lupo got it wrong. No, no, no. There. So Lupo getting it big wrong. All right, so Ken Rand out to the front, followed by Dave Taylor, Rob Lupo, Jay Zellner, Greg Smith, Brent Dunsford in sixth. All righty, so we are back on board. We are following this car. Ken Rand, who's out front. Rob Lupo now into second, but 10 seconds back, so Ken Rand got a commanding lead over second. Up next after this Sportsman e-buggy C final, race number 10. Ken Rand, Rob Lupo, Dave Taylor checking their tickets at the moment into that A final. Jay Zellner on the outside looking in, followed by Greg Smith, Brent Dunsford, Dennis Bruce, Shane Sprinkle, Randy Ellis, Johnny DeSanti, Burmy, Steve Boggs, Mike Picalunas, Shiro Knight, and Antonio out. Uh-oh. So Ken Rand getting it wrong. Getting off the pipe. Okay. 3 minutes left to go in this 15-minute 40-plus Nitro Buggy B final. At this moment, our leader, Ken Rand, has checked his ticket into that final. Dave Taylor is in third. He's got a 5.2-second lead up on Greg Smith. Greg Smith is trying to fend off a hard-charging Brent Dunsford. Brent Dunsford is embroiled in a battle with Jay Zellner. All three of those guys were battling it out earlier. Ken Rand, Greg Smith, and Brent, and they all missed a lap. Brent getting it wrong. He is stuck on that pipe. So Brent not going to bump up if it stays like this. And there we see Brent currently in 5th. Greg Smith trying to chase down Dave Taylor, but only 2 minutes left to go. He needs some intervention from the RC gods if he wants to make that happen. All right. Let's find our leader for a little bit. And there you go. Great transition, Patrick. So we have Ken Ran out front with 1 minute and 23 seconds left to go. He has a 13-second lead up on Rob Lupo. Race number 9 of 14 that we're going to tonight. So we'll get to just about that halfway mark. Looking to get done early tomorrow so people can get home, get out of this cold. We're on race number 9. "45 seconds left to go in this race. We're following our leader, Ken Ran. Alrighty, so Ken Ran gonna get this lap plus 1 more. Rob Lupo 17 seconds back. All right, so Ken Ran comes by. Rob Lupo not gonna come by. Ken Ran on his victory lap. So well done, Ken Ran. He's secured his spot into that bump final. Oh! Wiggle, wiggle. He still bumps no matter what. Rob Lupo gonna be done at the line. Dave Taylor next. Greg Smith 4th. Alrighty. All right. Well done, Ken. Oh. He doesn't want to finish this race. No, he doesn't. And there he goes. A 47.6 second lap to finish it off. Well done, Ken Ran. Rob Lupo, Dave Taylor. Bumping up to that A final. Greg Smith, Brent Densford, Randy Ellis, Dennis Bruce, Steve Boggs, Johnny DeSanti, Burmy, Mike Beccalunas. Up next is the Sportsman e-buggy C final. And then we go on to Sportsman Nitro Truggy B final, which is going to be 15 minutes. No, up next is a 5-minute Sportsman e-buggy C final with Buddy Spears, Jamie Tucker, Brandon Armitage, Jeremy Lawrence, Andrew Matos, Jordan Corley, Michael Hine, Brad Powell, John Kane, Jared Coley, Casey Elves, Leon Musselwhite, Ronnie Bowman, and
JC on the 14, Blake Baker on the 15. All right, guys, once again, you're going to have to count the white markers that are on the pipe. All of the numbers have been covered up by the dust. Nothing I can do about it. You're going to have to count the white markers that are on the pipe.
All right. We're back. Sportsman e-buggy C final. They're getting ready to get started here. Buddy Spears on point. And they are off. Sportsman e-buggy C final. All right, it's all type of hectic here at the front. Buddy Spears still holding onto that top spot. But I had to fend off a very hard charging. You can't make any mistakes like that because there goes 1, 2, 3 positions, and he is now in 4th, looking in the outside in, 5th, looking outside in. That's how quickly things can change here in Sportsman e-buggy C final. 3 minutes and 48 seconds left to go. And they are up and down and over. Uh-oh. Oh, and now there's, wow, Jordan Corley out front. Lots of black, ooh, ouch. Lots of black wheeled cars this weekend. Like to see that. Ah, okay, that's what it is. Lots of Jetco tires with black wheels. Got you. I'm fine. Who's your RC? Okay. So, not sure. But, okay. So it's Jordan Corley, Jamie Tucker, Jeremy Lawrence out front. Buddy Spears is 1.1 seconds back. But these is your top 3 battling it out for that top spot. And there's 3 bump spots. Jordan comes by for 39.5. She's got a 1.1 second lead up on Jeremy Lawrence. Jamie Tucker is in 3rd. 0.2 of a second back. There we go. That's Jeremy in that all-white car with the pink wing, and that is right beyond. Jeremy goes right on the inside. Good pass, but Jordan trying to take it back. They have a clash, and she still holds onto that lead. And looks like Jeremy going to case that jump. Oh, goes very wide, and him and Jamie get into it going up that jump. That bodes well for Jordan as she has some breathing room now. Let those 2 battle out and let Brad Paul catch up to them. Race number 10, up next, Sportsman Nitro Truggy B final, 15 minutes. All right, so Jordan out front. She's driving a good race, 37.6. That was her fastest lap so far of the night. And amazing how these jump faces are holding up. We've seen these jump faces get so blown out. And I'm okay with a rough track. I just don't like blown out jump faces. And the jumps hold up great. And once again, the aggregate here at the Lake Waccamaw facility throwing us for another loop or curveball. $8 a.m. to start tomorrow morning. Oh, Jordan. Oh, getting a little overzealous with the throttle. She does have an 8.3 second lead. Doesn't matter by how much you win. You just got to win or be in that top 3. Less than a minute left to go for Jordan. And she's driving a great race. Getting a little bit squirrely, getting on the throttle. right, Jordan Corley making her way up and over that double again, making some mistakes in her last few laps here. Let's see if it was enough there. Oh no, Jamie Tucker got in front of her, and there's mistakes. There's Jamie right in front of her, right there. She's gonna try and chase him down. That's one more starting place on the starting grid. That tone has sounded. She still wants to finish, though. She can't break. She needs to finish this. A lot of people still in the lead lap. Alrighty. So it's going to be Jamie Tucker, Jordan Corley. And it looks like it's going to be Brad Powell. Jamie Tucker winning. Jordan Corley second. Brad Powell going to finish in third. Well done, guys. Those three will bump up to that B final. Jeremy Lawrence, Andrew Matos, their Sportsman e-buggy campaign has ended along with Leo Masawai, John Kane, Michael Hine, Brennan Armitage, Ronnie Bowman, Buddy Spears, Jared Curley, JC Farmer, Casey Ells, and Blake Baker. All right, up next, Sportsman Nitro Truggy B final. We got Steve Saychuk, Chad Kiachi, Corey Humphreys, Steve Woodyard, Keith Frisora, Tiny Folsom, Brett Tidd, Sean Preston, Naeem Forrest, Mike Sankson, and Johnny Sack. All right, so we're going up to race 14. Race 15 starts at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. All right, so drivers are getting ready to grid up. There's Keith Frisora, there's Saychuk, Corey Humphreys, Woodyard. Ooh, those guys look cool. Brett Tidd. All right, Tiny is having a chat with somebody. There's Naeem. Getting up there a little bit late. Oh no. Looks like Tiny's buddy just broke. Is that Tiny? Oh no. Tiny is not happy. He broke a steering link. Not happy. It's cold out there, man. That stuff's gonna break. Let's see. We are at now 35 degrees. Yeah, 35 degrees, and it's going to be 33 shortly. And so, yeah, this is how cold it was at SIC. Wow. Yeah, it's crazy. All right. right, they're getting fueled up, getting ready for their down and quiet. All right, let's get ready to rumble, boys. And they're off. Your Sportsman Nitro Truggy B final. 3 of these drivers will, whoa. I have no idea who came out in first in that kerfuffle. All righty, so, oh my goodness. Hectic. That's Keith Fisora out front, who has pants on today, says this still isn't cold. Boston. Lives in Myrtle Beach now. All right, so Keith out front. Oh, man, he got pulled on the straightaway by Steve Saychuk, though. Saychuk in that blue car pulled him. Drag race. Corey Humphries all in the rear end of Saychuk. That's good for Fisora. Fisora is casing that jump, and there is Humphries. Oh, man. That's Woodyard. That's Fisora. Saychuk. Oh, hectic. Fisora getting it wrong. No, that was a complete and total 2 corners away. Why would you restart that? You restart races when they jump the start. You don't restart a race when it's a crash. Commissioner said we'd still be on race 3 if they did restarts like that. So, there we go. Corey Humphries out second. Yeah, that was the second corner in. That's fair game. Yeah, I don't think you should restart for crashes. You restart for jump starts. Whoa! He hit that bump hard. And Bonnie hopped him straight up into the air. Right behind him is Steve Woodyard. Keith Fisora, Brett Tidd, Steve Saychuk, your top 5. Naeem after there's troubles in 6th. Chad Giachi, Sean Preston, Mike Sankson, Johnny Sack, and no start for Tiny Felsom as he broke on his warm-up. Corey does not have that paint job. He just has a joint there. If there were RD sees you, you get a penalty. If the RD sees it and feels it's a penalty, he'll give you one. So out front is, well, we're following now is this orange and white car of Steve Woodyard. And he should be out front. Him and Austin making the trip back to do some racing. Oh. All right, so Woodyard in front. 11:30 left to go, 3:20 down. We are following that orange and white car of Steve Woodyard. And there is Keith Fisora and Corey Humphries just bumping off each other. They don't realize that they just need to race together. They have a 4.6 second lead over oh, wow. That was, oh. He's still in third, though. Still in third. Saychuk is way back there. There's Saychuk. So now, Keith, that was a lap that you want to forget about. All right, that was actually a 49-second lap. Brett Tidd now, 4.4 seconds back of Fisora. 10 minutes and 32 seconds left to go in this race. We're following our third place driver, this pink and white car, the S-Works. Formerly from Boston, now residing in Myrtle Beach. Mr. Keith Fisora. There's 4th place, Steve Saychuk. Chuck. Or Brett Tidd. No, that's Saychuk, I want to say. Yeah, and behind him is Brett Tidd, Chad Kiachi, and Sean Preston, I think. Nope. So lots of stuff going on here. He does ride for Starpit from way back then. And there's Corey Humphreys, who's in second. And they drew on their Truggy. I think he does. Yep, he does. I don't get the rubber duck on the back of the body, but it's there. Steve Woodruff, Corey Humphreys, Kiefer Sora, Steve Sachuk, your Chad Kiachi, your top 5. All right, so we're back on tap with Steve Woodyard. Is Steve Austin's, he has an uncle and isn't, right, because Curtis is his dad, right? Yeah, that's what it is. It's been a long time since I've seen either of them. Yeah. Yep, Tilt Yard, their home track. All right, Steve Woodyard out front, pulling a wheelie. Uh-oh, whoa, he avoided a, that would have been disastrous just now. He could have ripped the front end right off his card. Steve Woodyard out front, followed by Corey Humphreys. You got 8 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in this race. We should be seeing some pit stops here soon. Woodyard getting it wrong. Brett Shear wins it next. Danny Paz, Lefty race. 2025, it looks like. 2025, we shall face and face off again. Maybe. I don't think I'll be here. All right, so the orange and white car, Steve Woodyard out front. Kiefer Sora is actually in the back. Let's find Kiefer Sora because there might be a battle brewing there. Chad Kiachi is now is about 2.9 seconds back. There's Keith. So Chad is one of those cars right there. I'm not sure which one he is. So Keith, oh wow, Keith is making a lot of mistakes on his own out there. Just overdriving. That might be for position there. I'm not sure. I don't know Chad Kiachi's colors. Kaichi. Uh-oh, little bump. It's going to be. All right, so that is the battle. Oh, Spugs coming in. Oh, wow. Keith just revving it up. Spugs having a hard time. And that's going to cost him a lot of time. He has a very slow exit because of that cool fuel influence. He's a very aggressive driver. Brett Shear says, I got $20 on Paz sweeping the series. Oh, that's $20 you just lost, Brett Shear. I have full confidence in my abilities to win this in 4 games. 4 races. Steve Woodyard, Corey Humphreys, Kat Kaichi. Kiefer Sora having a horrible lap. He is going to drop. He is now 12 seconds back of 3rd. So, wow. Whoa. Woodyard getting wild out there. 6 minutes and 12 seconds left to go. 6 minutes and 12 seconds left to go. Up next after this is Intermediate Nitro Buggy B final. We get to see some buggies go around. Just under 6 minutes left to go in this race. And you are watching our leader, Steve Woodyard. Corey Humphreys is 4.6 seconds back of him. So somebody's broken Patrick. Uh-oh, that's Steve Sachuk. He's out. He has broken something. There's Johnny DeSanti coming out to him. Not sure what's happened to Sachuk. He was running in 5th. Okay. Right now it's Woodyard, Corey Humphreys, and Chad Kaichi. Let's find Chad. Let's show him some love. He's in the final bump-up spot. For Sora is now 1.3 seconds back of him, so Kaichi came in for fuel. And he and Sora are right next to each other. Let's see. This might be him, we're not sure. Nope. Yep, that's in. Good call, Patrick. So there's the flying Hawaiian, Mr. Chad Kaichi, who brought us some excellent chocolates all the way from Hawaii. We thank him. And he double singles. I agree with you, Jason Kassinger. Lefty, you and I, Paz, need to race various disciplines to truly put. I agree with you. So we've done RTR, 10 scale, 2-wheel drive on carpet, e-truggy. I say let's do short course, Nitro buggy, e-buggy, some more e-truggy, Nitro truggy, and yeah, well, yeah, we can do mini Z too. That's pretty fast, the mini Z. Oh, Kaichi getting it wrong, and there's Kiefer Sora. So this is the actual battle for the final bump up spot. And both of those drivers getting it wrong. I'm not sure what Chad drives. Maybe one of the people in the chat can let us know. Patrick's trying to have a look. This is Chad Kaichi's HB all the way from Hawaii. He's making a lot of mistakes in this, man. If he goes back and watches it, he's going to see the mistake he's made. The car we're watching right now is Chad Kaichi, an HB. He made the trip from Hawaii. Jason Kennisinger, I like your thinking. I like your thinking, buddy. That's Woodyard. He's out, it looks like. Broke that front arm on that Serpent. So Corey Humphreys out front, Chad Kaichi in second. Kiefer Sora in third, and Steve Woodyard snapping that front arm. Temperatures are dropping. Plastics are getting fragile. It is a Serpent. That just broke. And the car that you was asking about, TLR Camp, is an HB. So Corey Humphreys out front with 2 minutes and 25 seconds left to go. Oh, that's a low-C truck. Because Sparko doesn't have e-truggy yet. Kevin says, I'm not a good driver, but I can identify overdriving. And that's all that's going on out there. Yeah, I would have to agree. A lot of people do that. Oh, full alligator mode. He's got to hope that that body just blows off. Yep, that's Naeem, who's currently in fifth. I think that's 99% of every RC driver's problem. They just overdrive at some point. They overdrive and make mistakes. And then they try to make up for making those mistakes by overdriving some more. Not just at this race. Every race I go to, every discipline, every class, I see it. Corey Humphreys out there. Full chat. Doesn't have to be. He's got a 30-second lead up on Kiefer Sora. He doesn't need to be doing that. But Corey's so excited right now. The adrenaline's pumping. That's why we race. It's hard to control that adrenaline. It's going to be Corey Humphreys, Kiefer Sora, Chad Kaichi. Brett Tidd is 28 seconds back. So our top three looking to be in good positioning. Oh, thank you, Rory Harlow, if you tuned in and watched me trying to drive. It wasn't outstanding enough. I made too many mistakes. Too many mistakes. What? I also haven't raced steadily in years, so you definitely need some practice. Now, Corey is out there really trying to break his car. Yeah, he has done that 2 laps in a row. He could roll everything and still win this race. Nope, he's just continuing to overdrive. Oh, All right, so this race will be over. It's going to be Corey Humphreys, Keith Frisora, Kat Kaichi, Naeem Forrest. Well, it might be Naeem. He's battling out with Brett Tidd. Corey, you definitely probably need to go through that truck. We was out to dinner with Corey last night, so he understands that truck. Yeah, Keith Frisora came second. Chad Kaichi. Naeem is looking to finish fourth. And that's it. That's our B main in the books. So those 3 drivers will bump up to that A final tomorrow. There's Corey Humphreys. All right, up next is our intermediate Nitro Buggy B final. We have Dave Taylor, Antonio Edwards, P-Word RC, Andrew DiGilarmano, Nick Comasco, Joe Steichleather, Danny Stockman, Jason Thorne, Timothy Brisbane. Wow, Joe Steichleather in the B final? Wow, Timothy Brisbane, Rob Lupo, Brandon Stevens, Roberto Rivera, Garrett McCutcheon, CJ Serrano, and Brian DeRochers all bumping up from that C final. Wow. Jay Freeman, good job. Chad Kaichi, yeah, man, that's a nice dude, man. He gets a bump up. I've tried to go over to his pits a few times, and I've missed him every time to go talk to the Hawaiian guys. There's Timothy's dad in the Beach RC hat. There's they're from up the Rock. All righty. You got 2 more races to go. As these drivers go to get their warm-up. Another 15-minute final, followed by should be an 8-minute final, I think, next. All righty. Brandon L hit the NOS chat. You guys gotta send me a link to your Facebook. See how you guys are racing there in Hawaii. I have a good friend there, like Kamikaze RC on Instagram, and he does some awesome stuff. I met him early this year. Cool dude. Kainoa is his name. He does some really cool stuff with RC cars, man. There's DeRochers, there's Thorne, Joe Steichleather. There's Nick. I'm not sure who that is in the glasses. There's McCutcheon. There's Roberto. There's Antonio. There's Timothy. Lupo. Timothy's already tall. Then that afro makes him about 6 inches taller. P-Word. CJ. There's Mr. Stevens. Wow, look, and there's so much, because usually Danny's on the end of that driver stand. All right. You can see Lance in there. I'm on the other side of Lance. You can't see me. I'm right there. Hi. Can't you see me waving? All righty. So these drivers getting lined up. Dave Taylor going to start on pole. And Tony Edwards. And Tony Edwards has had a plethora of runtime. P-Word as well today. But kudos to the Northeast guys coming on and racing with us. Dave Taylor in that X-ray. Come in.
Looks like we're ready to roll. Racers ready. Marshals ready. Let's fill them up, fill them up, fill them up. Let's clean them out, clean them out, clean them out. Down and quiet. All right, there we go. We are off and running. Intermediate Nitro Buggy B main underway. All right, guys, I'm going to win on that one. Now it's 15-minute main. Take your time, take your time. Guys battling hard here in the back of the pack. Easy, fellas, easy. Got one upside down, front straightaway, front straightaway. All right, that's Joe Stikelether right now out in front. Got Antonio Edwards working in that number 2 spot. Dave Taylor in number 3. Garrett McCutcheon in the number 4. Garrett McCutcheon for 13th on the starting grid all the way to the 4th spot. 1 minute down, 14 minutes left to go. Stikelether right now 2.6 second lead up on Antonio Edwards. Race number 12 on the track, race 13. Open e-truggy B main up next. Joe Stikelether right now with a 5.8 second lead up on Antonio Edwards. Last time by the line, Garrett McCutcheon has worked his way up in that number 3 and final bump spot.
HB, sorry. Sorry about that, everybody. Just came in and was talking to Killian Dillmore. He's a young racer here. He bought me one of his trophies that he makes. It's really nice. It's awesome. This is going to go home with me and go up into the studio. And thank you, Killian, man. Keep on racing and keep making content. Joe Stikelether out front, that's who we're following. Garrett McCutcheon. Antonio Edwards is, actually we got a battle brewing between Antonio Edwards, P-Word RC. Oh, wow. Antonio having a long lap. He might have missed another lap, so not sure. He's dropping. He might be out. Joe Stikelether, though, he's doing fine. He's probably upset. So Tony having an issue. Unfortunate for Antonio, but not... For Joe Stikelether, he's currently out front with 11 minutes and 55 seconds left to go. Stikelether probably not happy to be in the B final himself. Oh, look, he gets it a little bit wrong. But no harm, no foul for Joe. He jumps out of there. Here's the only Nitro car I'm seeing doing that. Try to jump out of there. Then have the punch of the e-buggies. And they will not fix this track tonight, ladies and gentlemen. It will stay like this. They might patch. Lucas said he did patch some of the hills, but it just blew right out. Joe Stikelether out front, followed by Garrett McCutcheon, Dave Taylor, P-Word RC, Brandon Stevens in your top 5. Joe out there flying out there in the HB. Jermaine says, please stay rutted. Yeah, it's. I don't think it's going to. I mean, the holes that are there are just getting worse. But there's really no other holes forming. That's uber impressive. It might be frozen. Oh, no. Oh, wow. He had an 18-second lead. There's no Marshall out there. Oh, wow. He's going to lose a lot of time. Joe Steichleather recovering from that accident. Let's see how much time he lost. Ooh, a 43.5. So that was a big mistake. That gap now 19 seconds back to Garrett McCutcheon. Dave Taylor. P-Word is 3.6 seconds back of them. Oh, so Patrick says there's a hole forming on the triple. Up, going up the face. Danny Paz is getting back on the camera. He's been off busy doing, getting some pictures taken, pictures edited and stuff. He's a busy man. Joe Steichleather out front. Oh, is that Ken Rand filming somebody, fueling somebody? I can't tell. Yeah, that was Ken Rand. Steichleather 18.3 seconds up, 8:50 left to go. We're seeing some pit stops coming in. Open e-truggy up next. Joe Steichleather still out front, followed by Dave Taylor. P-Word now moving up to that third position as Garrett McCutcheon drops back. Danny, let's find P-Word RC because we have a battle brewing between him and Garrett McCutcheon, please, when you get a chance. P-Word, the antenna tube, the white antenna tube, and Garrett with a green and purplish car, green and black, pink. And there we are, P-Word, and there's Garrett right behind, and this is your battle for that final bump-up spot as they make their way over that double into that extremely cratered roller, which is, in my opinion, is going to end up being a tunnel at some point. There's Patrick making his way across the red trailer, up and over. They go down the straightaway. They are separated by 0.8 of a second. So P-Word, a very great pass by McCutcheon. P-Word now on the outside looking in at 7 minutes and 22 seconds. Let's go. McCutcheon making his way through that minefield. Let's stay on car number 3, Danny. McCutcheon is just in front. No, McCutcheon is just past him. So that's car number 3 is in front of the blue car. Not that car. That's Brian DeRochers. He's currently scored down in 12. But I know Danny, he has missed pits, so he wants to watch a pit. There's Chad Kaichi doing the fueling for DeRochers. That's not P-Word right there. That's Rob Lupo, who's currently scored in 5th. He is 1.4 seconds back of P-Word. There's P-Word. And he is actually behind Rob Lupo now. And that's Joe Steichleather coming to put him on a lap down. Joe Steichleather, that's our leader with that orange wing. Now, Joe's really good. He probably is, I don't know what happened to him, but he shouldn't be in the B final. He should have been top 3 in that A final. The younger Steichleather brother. All right, so there's our leader of the orange wing. I don't know what happened there. No, Garrett McCutcheon is currently in second. Garrett's a black car with pink and white flames. That's Rob Lupo. That's Dave Taylor. That neither of those are Joe Steichleather. I believe that pink car is Dave Taylor. We'll see. Nope, Dave's already come by. That orange car is not for position. That's our leader right there of the orange wing. Let's just stay on him right now for a second as he's making easy work. Oh, and he jumps right out of there. So Joe feeling the flow. All right, so our second place driver, Garrett McCutcheon, has a 4.3 second lead up on Dave Taylor. Dave Taylor has an 11 second lead up on Rob Lupo. So no real battles brewing for any importance here. You have Roberto Rivera and Andrew DiGilarmano battling it out, but DiGilarmano gets in front of him for 5th and 6th. Wow, Joe's driving really good, man. He's putting on a school out there. He's wheeling that HB around here, having some fun. Absolutely. John D. Sharrow's cheering on Andrew DiGilarmano. That's Andrew in the glasses. Okay, he had a hat on earlier, and I didn't recognize him with the hat off. So, thank you, sir. Rob Lupo finds himself 11 seconds out of that bump spot. 2 more B mains to go, 1 more e-buggy and 1 more Nitro. Then that'll be it for today. We get started at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. Uh-oh. Joe couldn't do that again if he tried. 3.3 minutes and 28 seconds left to go. Let's show some love to Garrett McCutcheon. He's in second. If you... well, I'll tell you. Nope. It is... neither of those cars. Ooh, Garrett having a long lapper. Not sure what's going on with him. He's having a very long lap. There he is. There's Garrett right there. The yellow wheels, black wing. He had a 52-second lap. That is Joe's running the HB, Brett. I was talking to Jake earlier today. Stikelether, Taylor, McCutcheon, Rob Lupo. Rob Lupo now 9.9 seconds back of Garrett McCutcheon. Up next, Open e-truggy B final. Right now, Joe Stikelether, Dave Taylor, and Garrett McCutcheon all checking their ticket into that A final with 2 minutes left to go. Kim Corley says, I love my baby Jordan Corley. She's the best out there. Well, she did a good job bumping up. Stikelether from Taylor, McCutcheon, Rob Lupo, DiGilarmano is your top 5. Roberto Ribeiro, Timothy Brisbane, CJ Serrano, Jason Thorne, Brendan Stevens, Nick Camasco, Brian DeRochers, and P-Rad dropping way down. Antonio out, Danny Stockman out. Funny, Brett Shear, funny. Now they're sending it over that triple. We got about a 7-minute final. It should be getting started on the, I would assume we get started on that final race 14 of the night. Yeah. Brett Shear, that's why I'm not saying what you're saying out there. Oh my gosh, too funny. That made me giggle, sir. You and Sam Arsenal. Joe battling up with Rob Lupo, but Rob Lupo is down in 5th, so he's going to be a lap down, 2 laps down. Joe Stikelether putting on a clinic as he gets on his last lap. He is driving full chat. Ooh, I just got me a Techno too, Kevin. Techno e-truggy 2.0. All right, so Joe Stikelether, who led this from lights to flags, has a 1-lap lead on the whole field. He'll have a 2-lap lead on the whole field. So it'll be Joe Stikelether, Garrett McCutcheon, Dave Taylor bumping up to that A final tomorrow. Andrew DiGilarmano will finish 4th, followed by Rob Lupo, Roberto Rivera, Timothy Brisbane, CJ Serrano, Jason Thorne, Brandon Stevens, Nick Camasco, Brian DeRochos, P-Word RC. And yeah, that's it. No, that's not Kevin Stewart, Hoosier. Kevin Stewart has his whole name here. He was in here earlier. Alrighty, so well done to Joe Stikelether. Up next is your Open e-truggy B final. Kendrick Cummings, Rob Ward, Dave Taylor, Derek Harris, Andrew going back-to-back. Andrew DiGilarmano, Shayna Frisora, Greg Smith, Alan Placer, Quincy Atkins, Kevin Miller, Michael Watson, Jeff Rubin, Steve Boggs. Thank you. We want to thank you all for joining us in the chat today. We had over 100 people watching all day. We do know that there's a lot of racing going on. We thank you for joining us. It's been fun hanging out and entertaining you all and being entertained by you. I love interacting with the chat. So thank you guys for all the support. We will be doing another waffle tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. All right, as these drivers get lined up, Kendrick Cummings is going to start on front. The founder and first person to come up with the e-buggy pays the bills. That is a G3, I think a G3 RC or G20 down there in oh man, up there in North Carolina, up more north of here. And I kept saying, Nitro's the glory, Nitro's the glory. And he kept saying, and he said, yeah, but the e-buggy pays the bills. And it's stuck ever since. So Kendrick Cummings out front. Long-time techno driver. Drove JQ, that's all I knew. He drove JQ for a little while. But he is an electric guy. He loves e-truggy and e-buggy and enjoys racing that. Even Jeremiah. I haven't seen Jeremiah for a long time. He got out of RC. He'll be back. You can leave RC, but it never leaves you. That's what I always say. I don't think Steve Boggs is here. I haven't seen him all weekend. All right. All right, so Open e-truggy B final. Let's watch these e-truggies tackle this rough track. Up next is the last race of the night, Sportsman Nitro Buggy B final. And they're about to be off. Kendrick in that banana peel yellow. And they are off. Open e-truggy B final. Woof. So Kendrick in that all yellow, white wheel, techno truck. Oh, wow. That yellow truck is going to lose a lot of positions. The e-truggies making short work of this very rough track. Getting up on two wheels, Kendrick comes by. That's a 35.7. Dave Taylor, Derek Harris, your top three. Andrew DiGilarmano, Rob Ward, Greg Smith, Shayna Frisora, Michael Watson. That is Dave trailing that all-white car. There's a lot of action going on. I can hear Lance getting excited. There's second, third. And then we have a gaggle of cars looking to make any inroads of a mistake. That's Derek Harris in that blue and white car. And in front of him is Dave Taylor. Right behind him is Andrew DiGilarmano. All righty. Up and over that double he goes. And there's Dave Trailer. 3 bump up. Kendrick Cummings right now. Dave Trailer and Derek Harris in that bump position. 90 seconds elapsed in this race. Alrighty, Kendrick Cummings pulling out to a 2.4 second lead. You can see Kendrick just coming across the loop. There is that white car, number 2nd. That blue and white car is, but let's just drop back to that car behind us, Danny. The Derek Harris, because he's about to have a rear view mirror full of Rob Ward. There's Derek. There's Rob Ward right behind him. And right behind him is Andrew DiGilarmano. So any mistake by Derek, and Rob's ready to pounce like a panther. And there is Andrew. And so if Derek makes a mistake or Dave Trailer makes a mistake, they're going to get passed by all 3 of these guys. So 4 minutes and 37 seconds left to go. Kendrick having a long lap, 38.4. That gap is going to drop down to 4 seconds, 3.4 seconds. Derek Harris 1 second back. Rob Ward 0.8. Andrew 1.5 seconds back. So I believe that Rob Ward got in front of Derek as I was looking at scoring. So Derek now on the outside looking in. He has become the hunter. And right behind him is Andrew DiGilarmano. So they need to work together to try to get in front of Rob Ward. 4 minutes left to go in this race. We get right into our last Nitro final of the night. Last final of the night. Get everybody out at 9 o'clock so they can go out and have a good meal. And get some rest. Uh-oh. Little bit of rubbing and is racing going on between those e-truggies. Not sure what type of truck that Andrew is running. Somebody will let me know. I know that Derek's running tech. He's ran Techno as long as I've known him. Oh wow! Woo! Great save by Derek. She gets Dancy. We're going to relinquish that position to to Andrew. Now these two need to just put their heads on and work together. They got 2.7 seconds to make up on Rob Ward. Kendrick Cummings got a 3.2 second lead up on 2nd. We got 3 minutes left to go. Anything can happen. There's Andrew. Andrew putting a little bit of space between him and Derek. Oh, that's Rob Ward getting it wrong. So now Andrew into that bump spot. And Rob Ward on the outside looking in. Rob trying to take it back right away, and he does. Going right on the inside aggressively. So this is your battle for the final bump up spot. That yellow car is in position. That's 3rd, 4th, and 5th. The yellow car makes it down the straightaway, up and over the hump. He goes into that double. Thank you, Dave Allen, at AE. All right, so Derek just falling off this battle a little bit. But he's still in the shot. That green and white car is not for position. What up, Corey Jordan, EKJ 24,000. How you doing, buddy? All right, so that orange and white car is Andrew DiGilarmano. And he is currently in 4th. Rob Ward getting it wrong, coming onto the straightaway again. So now this battle heats up with 1 minute and 55 seconds left to go. That yellow car, Rob Ward. That green car is not for position. Derek is way back now. Derek is actually 5.3 seconds back of DiGilarmano. DiGilarmano got, oh, he is lucky. That pipe actually flexed, and he didn't break an arm, because that was luck. All good, EKJ 24,000, man. Hope you're doing good. Ready to go home and see my little girl and my son. All righty, Rob Ward still out front. That yellow, very interesting paint job. It's got checkers on the back and some sort of stripes on the front. It looks great. Looks like a techno truck too. We'll be up there at Beast of the East in a month's time. Well, more of a month's time, 2 months' time. Looking forward to getting back up to Lucama. Hanging out. It's gonna be. It was cold last year. I assume it's gonna be cold this year as well. Kendrick out front by 9.5 seconds. Rob Ward is behind Dave Taylor. Andrew DiGilarmano is 3.1 seconds back. 30 seconds left to go. Do you see DiGilarmano? He needs some mistakes by this man. And needs to capitalize on it. All right, race clock will expire here. And Nicolarano is gonna get caught at the line, I think. He does. So his bump campaign is over in e-truggy. Rob Ward, Kendrick Cummings, and David Taylor have secured their positions into that A final tomorrow. Well done. It's gonna be Kendrick Cummings, Dave Taylor, Rob Ward, your top 3. Followed by Andrew Nicolarano, Alan Placer, Shayna Frisora, Michael Watson, Greg Smith, Derek Harris, Jeff Rubin, Pete Freeman, Kevin Miller, and Quincy Atkins. So, last race of the night coming up. JW, hey, look, a lefty butt sighting. No, sir, we are not doing all 30. We're going to 14, which is next. Well done, Kendrick, getting that bump up. All right, up next is our Sportsman Nitro Buggy B final. 15 minutes. We got Drake Boyd, Burmy, Austin Johnson, Kyle Braun, Corey Humphreys, Brian Shornight, Dana Tino, Casey Owls, Toby Hampson, Jared Corley, Michael Kuntz, Russell Holocom, Johnny DeSanti. There's Jay Zellner. There's Grubbs. There's Jake Steichleather with bear in hand. Looks like Grubbs is pitting Corey Humphreys. All right, there's Drake Boyd, followed by Burmy, Austin Johnson, Kyle Braun. Brett says it's weird seeing Jake Steichleather one with sleeves on, let alone a coat. Hey, when we was at Lucama last year, he had a coat and everything on because he needed it. It's cold, dude. At least his beer doesn't get hot. Alrighty. So this is our last race of the night. So it'll be all B mains and A finals tomorrow. Be an early day for everybody. Last year we went really late. We went to 11 last year. We're going to beat that time by 2 hours tonight. Well done, Lance. All right, so there's Naeem. There's Mr. Drake Boyd. All right, so their warm-up is done. They're going to get gridded up and get ready to go here. Let's see what the temperatures are here at 9 o'clock, 8:30 p.m. here at Lake Waccamaw. Let's have a look-see. 34 degrees, ladies and gentlemen. It is cold out there. You know what, Brett Shear? I love the way you think. We're going to make it happen. Absolutely. We're going to race short course at Beast of the East. That's what we're going to do. You heard that, Danny Paz? He just gets, he's suffering from hypothermia right now. Drake Boyd, Burmy, Austin Johnson, Kyle Braun, Corey Humphreys, your top 5. Brian Shroom-Knight, Dana Tino, Casey Owls, Toby Hampson, Jarrett Corley, Michael Kuntz, Russell Halcomb, Johnny DeSanti. It doesn't matter. Tina's tickets have been canceled. Oh, wow. That was an aggressive. What? What a great. That was amazing. That old white car got up to the front and got back. And he's back, way back there now. Oh, wow. That was an aggressive Don and Quiet, man. His car got chucked way out there to the other side. All right, let's see how it all shakes out. I have no idea who's out front. Kyle Braun, Drake Boyd, Brian Shermite, Austin Johnson, Jared Coley, Toby Hansen, Johnny DeSanti, Dana Tino. All righty. He will be lucky to make it back to the DR. Oh, man. Those ribs were great. They were great. Kyle Braun up and over that double he goes. Looking to bump his way into that A-fine. Back on the front. In second, not sure how Drake is. He looks kind of young. They have definitely left the pack behind. And that is Austin Johnson in that all-white car who got that great start. Right behind him is Brian Shermite. Behind him is Jared Coley. Let's stay on this white car who's in that final bump-up spot. 13:20 left to go in this race. Shermite coming from that 6th position. Jared Coley all the way from 10th up to 5th. Uh-oh, Shermite getting it wrong. Going to give some breathing room to that white car. So Shermite got to put his head down. There's Dana Tindall, though. The watermelon coming through that pack. So Dana Tindall on the charge. There he goes. Let's see what Dana's going to do. The camera's on him. Dana Tindall should be in 5th right now. And he is. He's 2.1 seconds back of Shermite. Shermite is 5.5 seconds back. No dinner for me tonight. Oh my gosh. I love my Elite RC crew. We have so much fun on these road trips. You know what, Brett? You're right. I will buy dinner tonight by washing dishes. All right, so Dana Tindall has a gaggle of cars behind him. Kyle Braun out front. Drake Boyd, Austin Johnson, Brian Sherman. Oh, man, Dana getting it wrong. Coming to the straightaway. That is a bad place. He's going to lose all those positions. I am not going to hear the end of this story until next year or something. I'm never going to hear the end of it. Never. I'll always be around about the time I ate the 3 ribs by myself. I'm sorry, guys. I'm laughing at the comments. Plate full of ribs. I'm laughing at you guys. You guys are making me laugh. I'm going to be focused on this race. Austin Johnson's in 3rd. 4.8 seconds up on Brian Shermite. Oh, no. Who's that, Danny? Okay, Danny. You got me excited just now. Danny's like, oh, my gosh. Red says, I'm going to ask. That's funny. Oh, my boss. Hey, I love it. I love the chat. They make me laugh. Keenan's going to ask if they can shout them out on his podcast as a tip. Oh. All right. Get under control, Lefty. We're following. Is this Kyle Braun? Nope. That's not Austin. He's got a white wing, if I'm not mistaken. Shermite is. So Shermite will come by. It's 10:17 left to go. He is now 6.7 seconds back of Austin Johnson. Kyle Braun has a 12-second lead up on Drake Boyd. Chili cheese dogs. Oh my goodness. Kyle Braun, Drake Boyd, Austin Johnson, Brian Sherman. I'm laughing at the chat there. Our leader, Kyle Braun, getting it wrong. He does have a 12-second lead. But every little mistake he makes like that is going to allow that lead to get less and less. He just needs to calm down. It's going to be Kyle Braun, Jake Boyd, Austin Johnson, Brian Sherman, Andrew Matos, Jared Corley, Burmy, Dana Tindall, Johnny DeSanti, Michael Kuntz, Corey Humphreys, Naeem Forrest, Russell Holcomb. And looks like Toby Hansen's in last and Casey Alves out. So you guys know I'm not going to hear the end of it tonight or tomorrow. And then Danny Paz is going to start up. And it's just going to be a all out. I'm going to have to defend off Lance and Danny Paz with their insults and their jabs all night. And I'm one-armed. Kyle Brown out front, absolutely killing it right now. Oh, no. Good save by Kyle Brown. His good friend Dana right behind him, but Dana is a lap down. Kyle Brown and Dana Tino both shipping out next year. They'll be racing with us. Thank you for their services. Oh my gosh, the chat is making me laugh. I'm sorry, everybody. It's the last race of the night. It's the B-Main. We've been here all day, and I'm having a blast at the end of the chat. Brett and Lance, JW. All right, so Kyle Braun out front. We're on board with Austin Johnson, that all-white car. Oh, we got some pit action. That's Showlight in, who's currently in second. He's having a very long pit. All right, so let's see. Every time Danny sees pits, he starts to get excited. It's pit, 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 pit. It was a great breakfast, Lance. Thank you very much. We had bacon egg sandwiches. I don't cook very good. And then I have a... And then everybody's watching me cook and trying to do things with my messed up arm. I have a complex about it. Kyle is in the pits, and there is Patrick and Arthur. Ooh, Arthur missing that. Oh, like they didn't know. Neither of them wanted to let it go just now. All right, so Drake is from Sumter. Awesome. But he is down in 8th right now, so you're a little bit behind there. JR. Nice Iceberg says some beers after that. He's cooked up a lot of excuses. Oh my gosh. I love it. Oh my goodness. I have really enjoyed my time here and my visits to the USA. It's been awesome. Exactly, JW. Lefty can't drive a car. RC car, how can he cook? Carl Braun, 23 seconds up on the field. Austin Johnson in second. Jared Corley is in third. Andrew Matos. That's fine, Jared Corley, because him and Andrew Matos are embroiled in a battle here, Danny. Matos is a green car, black wing. They're about to come across the loop now. Danny Paz. That's fine. There's Andrew Matos, yellow wing. All right, so Matos is on the outside looking in. He is currently 2.2 seconds back of Jared Corley. 5 minutes left to go in this race. Up and over the double, there is Jordan Corley. Jordan Corley is that car. I think it's that white and orange car with the yellow wing. No, that's Austin Johnson. Oh, they're all really close. That's second, third, and fourth. Sorry. Austin Johnson, right behind him is Jared Corley, and behind them is Matos, so that's your battle. So Austin Johnson cannot relax. He has a very hard charge battle, and there's Matos. Let's stay on that green car, Danny. He is that last bump. He is fighting for that last bump out spot. What's up, Timothy Emerson? How's things going? He's telling me he's doing some onward racing. Oh, Matos. Oh, no, Matos gets caught up in the pipe. He's got time. He's got time. He's got 4 minutes and 17 seconds. He makes another mistake. Up and over that double. Goes through. Oh, wow. That's a unique line through that crater. All good, Timothy. Hope you and the youngling are good. Down the straight there goes Matos. He lost a lot of time on that lap. 2.7 seconds. He still has a lot of time to make up. I got an e-truggy now, JW. Thank you to Blake Baker, Robert Collett, and Wilson Collett. They gave me their Techno 2.0. Matos getting it all wrong, but he does have Jared Corley in his view, in his sights. And it looks like Austin Johnson has pulled away. There's Corley, that yellow wing, orange and yellow car. We're having fun, JR. Awesome. Have fun at paintball tryouts, dude. Uh-oh. That is Jordan. All right, so here we go. 3 minutes left to go, and there is the battle for the final bump-up spot. Matos going to take it over. Matos in that green car, yellow wing. Can he hold on to it as Jordan Corley gets back onto the track? So, Jordan Corley gets it big wrong. Matos making his way up over that double. There he goes. Let's see his unique line. He just slams it right. Okay, goes around it. He just drove right into that divot on the last lap. Well, good luck at the tryouts, dude. Matos now in that bump spot. Jared Corley is going to be considerably far behind, 4.1 seconds. Kyle Braun up to a 21-second lead. It's 2 minutes and 28 seconds left to go in this race. Matos in that final bump-up spot. If it stays like this, he will race another time tomorrow. Andrew Matos in that Sparko. Sparko is looking pretty good out here. Cole Ogden's TQ and Pro. So Kyle Braun, Austin Johnson, Andrew Matos, Jared Corley now 4.1 seconds back. There's Austin Braun, Matos 8.5 seconds back of him. There's Matos. He's right behind him now. So 1 minute and 54 seconds. Oh, Matos making a mistake. Drop back, drop back, drop back. There's Matos. All right, so Jared Corley is actually quite far behind now. That car behind Matos is not for position. Whoa! That was almost a save. Oh, no. And there it goes. Oh, so the battle is back on. Jared Corley just went by, so the battle for third is back on between Matos and Corley as they go up over that single, double. Matos having a lap that he would not want to remember ever again. And Jared Corley out front. Matos is 1.2 seconds back. We got 1 minute and 9 seconds left to go in this race as they go up over that double, around that 180 down the step down they go. Around that big crater. Matos going to the inside. Corley to the outside. Up over that triple. Matos knows he needs to get in front. Fourth is not good enough. He wants to race tomorrow. He had it in his hands. He had a big lead and let it all go with some mistakes right here. Matos makes his way through that very rough section. They're going to get this lap plus one more. They might get two more. Let's see. Nope, not going to get two more. Matos getting really squirrely. This is our oh no! Matos throws it away. He throws it away right there. He needs a mistake from Jared Corley. Oh no. I think Austin Johnson's out. Hold on. Hold the horses here. Okay, there he is. There he is. All right. All right, so there's Matos. He is currently in fourth. Oh, no. It's all over for Matos now. Unfortunate. That one lap cost him big time. And it's going to be Kyle Braun. It looks like he's going to take a commanding win by 28 seconds. Congratulations, Kyle Braun, on winning that and getting that bump. Followed by Austin Johnson and Jared Corley. Andrew Matos coming up 4.7 seconds short. It's going to be Burmy, Dana Tino, Michael Kuntz, Johnny DeSanto, Russell Holcomb, Corey Humphreys, Naeem Forrest, Brian Shernight, Drake Boyd. All right, everybody, that is the end of racing for today. Well done to that man right there, Mr. Kyle Braun, on taking the win. He is stoked. Awesome dude he is. Good. I'm very happy for him. And that is going to end our racing tonight. We want to thank everybody that joined us and kept us company all day. We greatly appreciate it. We will get started tomorrow at 8 a.m. It's going to be a quick day. We're going to be doing another waffle tomorrow. Thank you for everybody that supported us in the waffles today. We greatly appreciate it. We hope you all have a good evening. What's up, poll guys? No, hold on. Let's see this. What? We have a replay. This is where it went. Oh, yeah. Matos gets way wide. He comes out. He clips. This is where it all started going wrong from it. Whoa. Yep, that's what it was, the beginning of the end for Matos. And then this is where it gets really, well, he flipped over just now. All right, everybody, we thank you all for the support. We'll see you tomorrow at 8 a.m. Thank you for joining in. We will have another waffle going tomorrow. Nitro's the glory. E-buggy pays the bills. The Elite RC production crew, we're out. See you all tomorrow. Have a good evening.